Alright, so double checking some stiffs. Cool. Alright, so basically, this is going to be me trying to do some breakdowns to help people learn some things that they should work on, including myself, trying to overall improve the scene for KI. And hopefully I hope this will be informative and people actually take something from it. Anyway, so hi. Let's not dilly-dally and just get right into it. Alright, so we're gonna have Black FGC versus Leo Man, which obviously the names are switched right now.
Okay, so Steer is high air mobility.
I'll try to turn the volume down for the commentary so you don't have to deal with my horrible commentary the entire time.
I expect to see a lot of slides. Lots of sliding.
Okay.
Lots of crazy web bull malarkey.
It's gonna be there's gonna be one of them jumping around all the time, and then there's gonna be one of them.
So it starts off jumping.
Like
makes
that.
sense. Catches through with a low.
Right?
Ooh, lockout on the heavies.
And see, guest braked on the heavies. Now, if you're gonna guest brake, there's a time and place for guest braking because you can guest brake before they can attempt a counter breaker. I mean, realistically, it can happen. So there's always a point in time for it, but working on actually identifying, especially heavies and mediums, lights are hard to react to anyway. But if you can react to heavies and mediums, it's like you take away two-thirds of their safe options and combos. So, all right. So as usual,
Leo Man's
good
really
damage.
good about cashing out damage off of blockouts. He didn't have any meter yet.
Grab.
It's too early, but
Drops the air combo.
drops that juggle.
And that was a big punish.
Again,
and another
same
guest break.
setup, same
Blockout
guest
heavy.
break. Now look at that damage. 40%. Just like that. Ooh, caught him with the heavy
like that.
daggers.
Locked out.
Oh no!
And you gotta
Didn't
react
to the fact
to
that he
those.
locked out.
To those
Yeah.
lockouts.
That's gonna be the life bar.
Because that just cost her the entire life bar.
So when they're in the green life, right, they got that guacamole, but right now she's in that salsa, right?
Yeah.
Good catch on the landing frame.
Good
I like
medium
that.
break.
Is that slide a low?
Yes, her
Okay.
slide is a low.
See,
Oh, didn't
there's
react
gotta
to
be,
the fact that he
I
locked
feel
out.
like, a better
Yeah.
way to do that.
That's gonna be the life bar. So when they're in the green life, right, they got that guacamole, but right now she's in that salsa, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going break.
Good medium break.
And then, alright, so there's heavy daggers, right? Bounces off, walks forward, crouches, and then presses a button. I think either. I'm just trying to think of Orchid's options, but you should catch him. You should catch her with something, rather than just one button that's gonna cause a knockdown. Like catch them with Shadow Cat, because I mean you had meter for it, or catch them with like a flick flack that reaches forward, or a regular slide, something that will lead into a combo for better punish damage, because that's always going to be punishable and block those heavy daggers. You just have to move forward enough for it. Like you might even be able to catch her landing with a Rekka string. Like just go ahead and start it as soon as she bounces off, and then catch her right when she lands with either the second or the third hit.
Slide a low?
Yes, her
Okay.
slide is a low. But except for
Good
I
overhead
think
and
light's
sweep.
negative. Oh, that was a good attempt for the shadow
Almost.
counter.
I like-
Yeah, almost got the shadow counter.
I like that she's thinking about
light,
shadow
I believe,
counters.
is slightly
I like
negative.
that.
And
And see, look,
medium
that
heavy
reacts to the
punishment
heavies.
for
Because
slides.
that was after the first hit, so
On
that
block.
didn't seem like
So,
a
there we
guess.
go. Oh, I
Yeah,
wish
see,
that
I
counter
wish you
attempt.
would have been
I
able
wish
to
you would
punish
have
there.
capitalized
That
off
would
of
have been.
that.
Anytime you see somebody miss a shadow counter,
Good
Okay.
you just
Rekka.
go right
Getting
into
him
a
with
big
that
punishment.
frame advantage.
And then,
See
oh,
again, but
didn't
see that time it didn't
punish.
work because he didn't time it well.
Usually, if you block heavy webs when she bounces
And then
off, if you
Neutral.
have
That's
a forward
something that
advantage,
a lot of people don't do. I don't know what happened. Anyway, but he went from opener straight into ultra. A lot of people are like, oh, well, let's throw in, like an auto double real quick, and then 90% of the time that auto double is going to get broken. and then you might potentially lose the match when you had it right there. Now, he didn't have instinct, but another thing that is really interesting is if you have a full bar of instinct and you hit them with an opener and they're in danger, you can pop instinct, and during those freeze frames, you can buffer in the input for ultra, and ultra will immediately come out after the freeze frame. So that gives them no chance to break.
You have a forward advancing move. You can catch her on your trip guard frames into a combo.
It's good stuff.
So, usually heavy webs is a commitment. Light and mediums don't actually pull her to you.
So Leo Man takes
first game.
Takes game 1.
These are all going to be 3 out of 5 and single elimination, like all of our other DaBes tournaments.
All right.
I like trying to stop the approach of the daggers. That was nice.
Okay.
Okay, that's just super punishable. You have to be careful with those.
Getting punished a lot for that. I don't know what to call it. The like jump down thing. She like flies down with her feet.
Nah, I understand what you're talking about.
And right there. Let's see, what is this at? Is it 50?
Getting punished a lot for
he
that.
He does Rekka into low.
I don't know what to call it. The like jump
right?
down thing. She like flies down with her feet.
So much. Low, block, stands there, does nothing, allows for a slide. Let's see, I have frame data right over here. What is this? What is going on here? Why doesn't really have Saber Wolf on here? What happened? I might have to get my phones. I know my phone has it. Huh. Oh yeah. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just gonna look up exactly how punishable on block Rekkas are. Oh wait, never mind. I see the tabs at the bottom now. That's where I was missing it. Ah, cup was in the way. Okay. So Ichi-Nisan, third hit, the light version, which is what he did, -9 on block. Let's see, Sadira, Blade Demon. That's the her forward advancing move, I believe. The heavy one is 9-frame startup. So after a blocked light Rekka, you can do a medium Blade Demon, which is 8 startup frames, so the 9th frame it'll hit. Guaranteed. Medium. Every time. If you're not comfortable, because it might be a little tight, you can do light, which is a frame faster. But yeah, right there, it's just, that's a guaranteed punish. And that's, so the low on block, what is that? Low on block is -9. The mid, the overhead on block, is -10. So you can do the heavy one. And then of course the heavy one, the mid, easy to block one, that's also -9, but she can charge it to make it better. Ooh. Anyway. And yeah.
She's getting blocked and punished a lot for that.
Yeah, it has a lot of recovery frames on that.
A lot of commit.
She's reacting better to breaking. She's just jumping in. Okay.
And then, yep.
Catch out.
Oh, she can break that. Oh, but mistimes it. Well, I was
she
going to say.
mistimed the last hit. It's really... Shadow Flick Flag's a little weird to break. It's like kind of got the cadence to it is like it's like da 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 da, kind of something like that. You have to space after, I think it's after the second hit. Let's see. Let's see.
And then, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, she can break
Oh,
that. Oh,
yeah.
but
Oh.
mistimed
There's a
it.
space in there.
Well,
You
I was
have to be
gonna say,
careful.
on that first lockout, he timed.
He got greedy. I'm not gonna lie. He got greedy with that second bar because he didn't think she was gonna be able to break it. But definitely should have been able to break that. But also he should have known that she was gonna want to break out of it because it was smart to try to break it because of how little life she had. Even if she would have gotten counter break, she really wouldn't have gotten that punished for it. Because as you can see, without breaking it, she would have died anyway. So I agree with it. Orchid's not really going to get much off of a counter breaker in that situation. There's nothing really. There's no real downside to trying to it.
That Shadow
Okay.
Flick Flag to
Jumps
where
in air to
only
airs.
2 hits were been able to been
Just lets her jump
tried
in.
to be
Look at that.
Flick Flag to where only 2 hits were
Jump
been
in. Right there. Should have used, what's that move? Is it Recluse? Her backflip kick? I believe it is. Yeah, you could have anti-aired with that. You could have done crouching heavy to try to beat it out. I mean, no, Blade Demon's low in vol. But yeah, just anti-air with Recluse, right? Just backflip and just kick them out of the air when they jump in from a far distance like that. Like, there was no way that was going to cross up. You could have done whatever you wanted.
able to been tried to be
And
broken
then heavies.
after the
mistimed
lockout
it.
timer was up. So
Yeah.
you couldn't
And
have
you're
broken
going to
that
cash
shadow.
out all that damage.
Okay.
Yep. Just like
Huh.
Charles does. See, now she's scared.
Heavies. Oh, went to mediums into a
Oh.
reset.
Yeah. So, one thing that I like to do whenever somebody's comboing me, even if I'm not planning on breaking it, hold back or hold down back in case they drop it on accident or they even reset it on purpose. Because it's really hard, like in that situation, to react to actually being able to block from just being there like, oh, I'm getting comboed, and it's like, oh, they dropped it, oh, now I'm getting hit again. Because that resets the combo scaling, and it does so much more damage in this game. Like, resets are deadly, but you have to be ready for them to even accidentally drop it. If they accidentally drop it and you block, you punish them. I mean, hell, that's the name of the game, right? You got to be able to take advantage of situations in order to win.
Oh, baby.
That's
the
the life
reset.
bar. Yeah, it builds up all that white life, and then you cash out in another combo.
Yeah.
Dangerous, man.
All right, that's 2 up for Leo, man.
Oh man,
He's on set point.
That was one fast game.
Yeah. Yeah. Orchid does a surprising amount of damage.
Okay.
Especially with her Shadow DP Ender.
Hmm.
It just, man, it cashes out so much damage. Now, Leo Man actually won our last weekly
so let's see
tournament
how they
for
start
KI.
off on this.
Okay.
So he's going to be
Over
looking.
you? Beat you?
No, I wasn't
Oh,
here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they got
But,
a character select for the
Uh,
costumes.
And Sadira sets up like
Skip
web
forward a
trap
little bit.
type things, right?
in Instinct, yes.
oh,
Airthrow.
only in Instinct.
Yes.
Okay.
Which, now that you mention it, I don't think she's activated Instinct at all in those other 2
See,
games.
now Flick Flack's not an overhead, right? I'm like 99% sure Flick Flack is not an overhead, and I've seen that several times where she's blocking and then she like crouches and then gets hit with Flick Flack. I don't know what she's trying to do there. I don't know if she's trying to crouch jab to try to beat out something. But her crouch jab and her standing jab are the same startup. Like, you don't have to crouch. I think that's what's taking up too much time. If you're trying to interrupt, just stand jab.
I have that problem also.
Yeah, it's something to get used to.
Yeah.
You have to find ways that you want to use it. I mean, like Conrad's is actually.
Oh, man. That hurts. That hurts so bad.
Yeah, it's
Look at
something to
this.
get used to.
Yeah.
You have to
She
find
does.
ways.
She's
that
great
you
at
wanna
blocking.
use
Look
it.
at that. And then
I mean,
jumps
like-
over, and then boom. She's so nervous. She jumps back again. Right there, she had the perfect opportunity to just Blade Demon into a combo. Just right there. Just full combo. And on top of that, even if he breaks the combo, you get corner pressure. So
I mean, like Conrad's is actually really good. It's very useful.
Yeah.
But, like some
I
characters
like
aren't quite
that
as
jump. I
useful,
wish you would have
and
dropped
have
down with
to
something different.
find
so that she
other
would have comboed
ways
into
to
it
make them
instead of
better
letting
for
him off
you.
the hook
You
like
know,
Utilize
that.
your tools. Yeah.
Good block.
Good block on the low again. Not forward advancing with a move. Your crouching jab's got too little a range. You need to use Blade Demon. Even if you want to use Light Blade Demon, just to confirm, I would suggest doing medium just because it does more damage and it feels less on the KV meter and everything. Because you kind of want to try to maximize damage at the beginning of a combo because of scaling and because of breakability. So like, I know Sidir doesn't have anything crazy, but like, oh look, you've almost got 2 bars of meter. What you could do is after a blocked Rekka, shadow Blade Demon. Because that's going to do probably the most damage you can do at the beginning of a combo. So even if it gets broken, you still did damage. You still did decent damage. And that's completely not breakable, and it's going to make him not want to be reckless with his Rekkas because he's getting hurt for it. So it starts to whittle away at the tools that he wants to use.
Block on the low, but no punish. Those are punishable on block.
Oh. There's the counter breaker.
I like that, catching him in the air with that. See, okay,
punish.
good catch.
Oh,
Big
that's
counter
the counter
Good
breaker.
counter.
That's gonna
Gonna
be life
cash
bar.
that out with a bunch of damage.
Yep.
Now I like that he didn't use the second bar because he didn't need to.
Now of course, Leo Man's
Good
feeling
shadow.
himself.
Oh, but
This
it
this
hit.
is heartbreaking.
Oh,
This whole sequence, because I remember
There's
this.
one hit
she
left.
tries to counter or shadow counter twice,
left.
but she misses
Again?
the
Whoa.
she miscounts, or not
I'm a
miscounts,
little-
but just mistimes.
Now I like that he didn't use the
Because
second bar
it's-
because he didn't need to.
It's
Good
got a
shadow.
third hit.
Oh,
and
but
she-
it hit. Oh,
1, 2, 3.
there's one hit
2,
left.
and then the third one hits her.
Again.
Whoa.
You have to try to 1, 2 shadow counter.
I'm a little confused about what.
Basically, there was say
I just
3
got rid of
hits.
all
she
of her
shadow
resources.
countered the second hit,
Well,
so
it's
the third
different
hit
instinct.
still hit and stuffed
Which
out
is
her
another thing.
shadow.
I don't think I've
Oh.
been paying attention to that
Yeah,
during the
So
set.
it's a
but
multi-hit attack,
instant-
Yes.
but the
freeze
multi-hit
frame something
gets
unsafe.
priority over the.
You know,
It was
like,
because
whenever you do
her
those overhead
her
drops
shadow
that are
move
super
that comes
punishable,
out doesn't
instinct
have enough,
into a move,
isn't
like,
fast enough on startup
makes
frames
them have
to beat
to
out the last hit.
worry
on that
about
multi-hit.
punishing things. You know,
So different characters have different
because
shadow
then
counters.
that can get you off the hook
and-
sometimes.
Well, shadow counters are always one of your shadow moves.
Ah,
Right.
oh well, that makes sense. Yeah.
So,
So
what,
it just doesn't have fast
if she
enough
would have
startup.
shadow countered one hit later, she would have gotten the punch.
okay.
Guy, I love you. Give him hell.
I wonder how many people are going to
Okay.
be using gold skins.
There's a lot of people that
Spinal
use gold skins.
versus
And thank
Shadow
God I
Jacob.
actually threw the money at it because
I really
was
think
money at it?
this
Yeah.
is
I
Spinal's
all of a
favor.
sudden one day I know, like
Because
at
he
Battles for
absorbs
Broke, I
special
noticed, hey,
moves.
they're picking gold skins
And
on my
that's
on my
all
system. When did I
of,
get this? I didn't throw anybody
Shadow
at
Jacob's
that.
mix-ups.
what?
I don't.
So, now the only thing I don't know is I do not know if his Power Devour, his Absorb, I don't know if it works on cross-ups. For instance, if you surge Shadow Draco's slide, he teleports behind the person and slides from the other way as a cross-up. I have no idea if Power Devour hits that. I'll have to look into that. But if so, I mean, if it doesn't, then that's a good mix-up for Shadow Jago, is left-right. Because you can, like, throw a fireball from, like, full screen. Throw a light fireball because it's his slowest. And then surge his slide because he's going to want to try to power devour the projectile, right? And then you get a left-right cross-up. And then if he does even block, he still has to deal with the projectile right there behind him. So, I mean, I think it would be a good pressure tool to do in this match. But, of course, it costs meter. And Spinal's going to want to stop his meter.
I don't know what happened. But as we get into this, yes,
Tyler.
Oh, he can't do that. Yeah.
Okay, good dive kick.
Go. Good punish. Ooh, lockout on the mediums.
And using the spectral moves to get skulls. I like that, especially after a lockout.
Oh,
and see right there, drops a lockout. He had a chance. Shadow Drago doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and he had a chance to do as much damage as he wanted right there, and he drops it. So
probably going for the spectral man.
You have to be able to. That's a big thing I've seen with people coming to KI, whether they're new or they're really good from other games, is hit confirming. Like it seems like it's hard for them to react to, oh, I have an opening, because you cancel things into things more than react to the fact that something hit. So that's just something to keep in mind, is that you always want to try to just be like, if this hits, what am I going to do? Just like go into it. You know what I mean?
Good teleport.
So,
Use
good air
skull,
there.
though.
I like the cross up and the tech.
All right, gets one. He sneaks a light in there. I like that. Okay.
Okay, and then
we got our.
nothing. After that surge, on the way down, you can hit Spinal with a normal, and then back heavy kick to ground bounce, and then you don't have the meter for it, but then to cash out, you can shadow DP. But you can still do a little bit of damage and then set up for a cross up after that.
Like that?
Yeah.
I do.
See, and then throw.
Look at this man.
Oh, I wish you would have
Drops
connected
it.
that.
Oh, whoa.
Nice.
Shit.
It's like,
Give
that's
me
my
that
shadow
meter, boy.
right?
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
Oh.
ooh, good
Okay,
man.
good.
Okay, got
Now
resources,
he's loaded
low.
up on resources.
I like it. I like the. Okay. Ooh.
There we go. Look at Gaio going in.
Again, drops the combos.
Is this man doing straight manuals, by the way? He's not doing any auto doubles. I'm liking that out of Gaio. Gaio actually has learned his manuals before anything.
Gets
Now,
resources.
his combo
like
consistency is a little bit off because of it, but
Shadow
I
Drago
wouldn't keep
hasn't
doing that.
used instincts at all this match. Shadow Drago's instinct is really good, because it gives him +2, all of his frames, all of his hit stun and block stun gets +2, and that means that he can Shadow Drago, Jago, and Omen are the only 3 characters to get that buff. And that means whenever they're in a combo and they're doing manuals, they can break the manual rule. And they can do a manual of a higher level than the linker that they did before it. So those 3 characters are the only characters that are like ridiculously hard to break in Instinct. Like, those characters are so hard to break because they get so many more options than everybody else. But the big thing with Shadow Jago is he gets that tether. So whenever Shadow Jago either teleports through somebody or hits them with a fireball, it creates a tether. And every time Shadow Jago uses Shadow Meter, it only consumes half of the amount that it should, and the other half comes from the other person. Even if they don't have any Shadow Meter, it'll still take only half of Shadow Jago's. So, but Shadow Jago has to have the half, but the other person doesn't, if that makes sense. So, a thing that I've seen a lot of Shadow Jago players do is they will, like, do a grab or some kind of launcher. One of his typical juggles, right? And then they'll knock him in the air, normal, and then they'll fireball, like surge fireball usually, and then cancel the recovery frames of the surge fireball with shadow dive kick because it's a recapture. And then now they're tethered, and you have them in a grounded combo. So that means that you can kind of go ham with shadow moves.
Well, it doesn't matter now. He's got full resources. There's nothing he gains off of that.
Yeah, it's
I like
just
the
the fact
grab.
that
I think he was trying to tech the teleport grab.
you
Anyway.
don't want
But
to
yeah,
do that.
good
all
shadow
the
with
time.
the
I know.
sword. because that's upper body and vulnerable.
Because that happens.
Is that a high or a low? I don't want to talk about that.
Like that.
That
I
obvious
like that
shade,
read
but
that he was going to
just
throw
know
a
it's
fireball.
shade.
Oh, I like
Good
that
instant
quick dive
overhead.
kick.
I think his dive kick's overhead.
Oh,
I know Saber Wolf's is
Didn't
it,
connect
so I'm
after
not
the,
100% sure.
I liked what he was doing earlier. I don't know if Tyler Yo caught on to it or what, because they were playing some Street Fighter 5 and 4 in KI and oof.
See, you can cancel
Yeah,
that.
they're playing Street Fighter in this.
Yeah, that's what he missed it. That's what happened. He missed the dash input to cancel.
Game.
So
What
you
the?
can cancel that
no,
forward
we're
heavy
not,
kick
baby.
into that.
We're here. Oh, missed
It's hard to link that.
that all
Caught
the
him
time.
jumping.
You know.
Oh, I know. Because that happens.
Is that a high or a low? I don't want to. I don't
went
want to talk
too
about
far
that.
back.
That obvious shade.
It's
but
hard to link things
just know it's
into
shade.
the back heavy kick.
Oh, I like that
bounce
quick
and
dive
juggle.
kick.
Oh,
Didn't connect after the
I
So
liked what he was doing
what I
earlier.
typically
I don't
do
know if Tyler Yo caught
is
on to it or
after you launch,
what,
you're gonna
because
do
they were playing
a
some
normal
Street Fighter
into back heavy
5
kick
and
because
4 and
all of his
and
normals
KI
cancel on the
and-
back heavy kick,
Oof.
right?
I wish he would
Yeah,
have
they're playing
So,
Street Fighter
it's
in
like
this
boom,
game. What the? Oh no,
Here,
no, we're
and
not,
then
baby.
normal, right there, because that has so much startup. Do normal and then back heavy kick, and it bounces, and then you could have cashed out, and that would have probably brought his life to around here. After all that's said and done, because that's a good chunk of white life right there. Look at that. That's a good chunk. That's like what, 10%, maybe more.
Here. Oh, mistimed this.
Oh,
Oh,
nice
shit.
cross up with that jumping heavy.
No,
pressed the
button,
Beat
he
him
was
out of his
caught.
back heavy kick.
That was
And
smart.
that's gonna be it. Yeah, that's
That was
it.
smart to know that he
He
was
could
going
have
to
just
want to push
ultraed
and
out of that.
pressure.
He didn't have to finish it.
I don't know if he removes the ultra input for spinal.
My
I
head
know.
hurts.
I know.
My head hurts.
Okay.
Tyler Yo got that
First game's
one.
down.
As we update the score for you.
Ooh, the plus frames on that heavy. What is that?
See, he doesn't know
Searing sword.
the spectral manuals. So, whenever Spinal is in a combo, he can do an auto double and then press the button again, and it'll have a delayed manual of the same strength after it. But if that manual lands, he gets a skull. He gets a resource. So, the thing is if you can either tell what manual or what auto doubles he's doing, you know what spectral manual he's doing. But also the spectral manuals are super unique looking, so you can react to that. It's just the timing's a little strict because they're manuals. But anyway,
Yes.
I like the challenge with the crouch jab.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Oh God.
You know what I would like to see him do?
Yes.
I would
Okay.
like to see him at full screen like that
I like that.
do surge slide whenever he sees
Good overhead.
Tyler go to throw a fireball.
See
Yes.
another
Because it'll
spectral
teleport
manual
behind him
because he
into a
knows you
double.
don't know how to break it.
Yes. Oh no.
That was interesting.
Whoa.
I was gonna say good idea, but that whole
But-
exchange was real weird. It looked
Well,
weird.
Anyway.
The thing is that unfortunately Shadow Jago's DP is very vertical.
Yeah.
So they have
So-
to be right on top of you for that to
Yep.
land. Like that.
I
Okay.
think Tyler
Good
Yo's
low.
figured him out.
In case you don't know,
I
his
think it's
skull
less
fireballs on the
about
ground are
Tyler
lows.
figuring him out and more about Gaio trying to figure
I like
him
that
out.
anti-air. That's weird that it traded, but
There you. Oh shit. All right.
Don't get flustered. Getting broken happens.
There you go. Oh.
see, if he would have confirmed into slide into trying to confirm into crouching medium kick, he had a full combo right there. Like light slide, he was close
Could have
enough.
canceled that into a slide and that would have been a combo.
I haven't seen him do any of
Okay.
the slide, by the way.
He
Again,
slides
drops a
little bit,
juggle.
Not much. Which I agree with. It's super negative.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
using
I like
meter
that.
to get
Getting
some
resources.
skulls.
See, now he's got a
I
tether.
like it.
And see, he could have absorbed
The
that.
tether goes away if he gets
like
hit,
it.
though. But his shadow meter's, I mean, his
Now,
instinct's gone.
you know what? I actually don't know if Spinal's Power Devour works on cross-ups.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Like, would cross-up dive
Yeah.
kick get absorbed?
His,
I don't know.
I don't
see,
know.
like
but
right
as we-
here.
Now, you know what?
Oh, it's
I
usually like right. Okay, so
don't
he does. He
know.
absorbs, right? So you know he's comfortable just staying here. Throw a light fireball, and then you have the meter. You can surge slide, right?
Is
So look.
Spinal's
No.
Power Devour?
So he would have been able to cover options with
Power
that.
works on cross-ups.
I don't know.
Like, would cross-up
Anyway,
dive kick?
I really need to
absorb-
test and see
I
if
don't know, but as
power
we get
developer works on cross-up specials or not.
games for Tyler,
Yeah, so,
Oh man.
Dion need to make some moves right now.
Also
We're
another
still
thing
alive in this.
I think
Is
what he's doing.
shadow slide. Okay. Let's go through this. For Shadow Jago. Let's see. Shadow Slide, Dark Fury, I think is what it is. Anyway, Shadow Slide is projectile invulnerable. So like anytime you see him just like wanting to like push you with skulls, Shadow Slide goes right through him. Also, no, that's Dark Drift. Dark Fury is a separate cut. That's right. Dark Drift. So, wait, that's not right. Is that right? Oh, there it is, Surge. Okay. No, so Surge, Dark Drift is still. Man, all of this stuff is so minus. Anyway, but so Shadow Slide is +1 outside of Instinct. So that even gives you a little bit of advantage, even if they block it. Let you pressure them. Let's see. I keep moving this in my way. Spinal. Spinal has Bone Shaker, which is his forward advancing, like, shield rush attack, which you really don't see Tyler use very often. But the interesting thing about it is that if
It's the right
Spinal has a
idea.
skull, which I mean he doesn't right now, but if Spinal has a resource, his heavy versions of things get buffs basically, right? So like Soul Sword gets a heavy Soul Sword gets a second hit, kind of like Jago's laser sword. Lights and mediums do 1 hit, and heavies do 2 hits. On Soul Sword with a skull, it gets a second hit, which makes it plus. Heavy Soul Sword is even on block, but Heavy Soul Sword with a skull is a +3. Like, think about that pressure. +3. In a game like KI, that's ridiculous. But, yeah, Bone Shaker, his heavy version, wow. Okay, so Heavy Bone Shaker is -5 on block, right? Was pretty unsafe. That's guaranteed combo. But heavy Bone Shaker with a skull is only -2. That's not even punishable by DPs. There's only one move in the entire game that can punish that, and that's Rom's Shadow Command Grab. That's it. But not only does that make it completely safe on block, that also, with the use of a skull, it'll use the skull, but it will make him projectile invulnerable for that move. So if you're close enough to Shadow Jago for that to hit, you can, instead of spending Shadow Meter, you can just use a skull, projectile through that, and then catch him into a combo, and then you have the meter for the combo. I don't know. Anyway, I was trying to see if there's any other things that I could think of. So, yeah, pretty much. Anyway,
it's too much of that. It is. It's too much of that.
He's not hit confirming into combos well
going
enough.
into
I mean, he's got his swag.
There we
Oh,
go.
yes, baby. Look at that shit. That shit looks sexy. But
But
he
all that
couldn't-
white life,
Yeah, he could have cashed that out. That would have been nice.
he didn't have enough
meter, right?
meter. The only way to cash out a juggle for Shadow Jago is Shadow DP.
Oh, that was an opener ender. Break those with heavies. Especially for new people that might not be able to recognize opener enders. What I
all
suggest
that white
is during
life.
any ender,
Yeah.
because you can tell when
cash
there's an
that
ender
out.
in a
That'd have
combo,
been
They
right?
nice.
didn't have enough
Like,
Meter,
boom,
meter.
that's not going to be an ender, right? During any ender, even if it's a long combo and you know it's not opener ender, just try to break heavies. Because you never know. Somebody might be doing some accidental crazy bull crap that's unbreakable.
The only way to
Any
cash out a
unbreakable
jungle
combo, you can break the ender with heavies, right? So watch. He does
Shadow Jago is,
slide and
Shadow-
straight into teleport, which is the ender. So opener ender, break it. It's a combo, right? Let's do this. Actually, to tell you the truth, that might not have been a combo. He hits. Yeah. You know what? I'm lying to you right here. Because the combo meter never came up. Because what happened was that was just a normal. So if he would have done, I don't know, Bone Shaker, that's considered an opener. If he would have done a jumping normal in, that's considered an opener. So I lied to you. But you should still always try to break the end of a combo with heavies. Just in case you get out of something you didn't realize you could get out of.
is Shadow DP.
Wake
I
up
like it,
DP, no juggle
do.
off of it.
See, he should do. Ooh,
Good
nice.
confirming to the
He
low.
woke up not blocking low and died for it.
Full resources for spinal.
I like it, even though that was negative.
Okay.
Oof.
Boom.
He's just letting him build these.
More resources.
Boom. Oh, didn't have enough distance to confirm it. Ooh.
I like
that
that.
shadow.
I love that. Oh.
But see, he cashed out. And that was... Come on. You gotta work better than that, YouTube. Wait, did I not go back far enough yet?
I like it though. I do.
See, he should do.
I'm new to this,
Woke
trying
up,
to
he woke up
manipulate YouTube
not
for
blocking
stuff.
low and died for it.
Okay. So he was here.
I like it, even though that was negative. Oof.
Okay. Combo
He's just letting him
into
build
resource
these.
ender, which I don't agree with, because I think he already had 5. He could have gone with something a little bit better.
Boom. Oh, didn't have enough distance to confirm.
Okay, jump back. Shadow dive kick. Good punish. See, boom. Opens up, right? Opens up combo meter. You see that the combo meter is there. He does shadow dive kick, opens up the combo meter, boom, straight into fireball ender. That's opener ender. If he would have, even if he would have just out of habit pressed heavies to break that, he would have gotten out of that. I mean, granted, Shadow Dagger does do a lot of damage, blah blah blah, but it still would have, I think it would have saved a little bit of his life, and it would have given him space and reset neutral, but it would have frustrated Gaio, right? That's frustrating to get broken sometimes. It really is. Especially if you do it on accident like that. Like, you accidentally open your ender and they break it, you're just like, ugh, right? Because, like, I don't understand. It's like, I don't want to do opener ender. I know that it's bad, but it accidentally happened, right? Like, maybe it was he accidentally did fireball motion instead of slide motion, or instead of dive kick motion for the linker, right? Instead of pressing kick, he pressed punch, and then boom. You get an accidental opener ender.
I love that.
So he could have broken that.
Oh.
That, let's see. So we're going to go back here a little bit.
Shadow.
I love that. Oh.
So, boom. He's just jabbing him out because he doesn't know frames, right? Let's see, where's that at? Looking for frame data. Where's that at? I think it's going to have the same frame data as the regular DP, right? Dark Fury. Surge, Dark Fury on block, minus 27. Right. You have minus 27. You have so much time to do stuff. And you're just going to jab. Like, you have 2 bars. Is that 2 bars? No. You have 1 bar of meter. You can confirm into Soul Sword, or like Shadow Soul Sword, Shadow Bone Shaker. I mean, I don't know. There's just a lot of things that he could have done that would have maximized damage right there. And then again, good overhead. I don't know if he actually knew that or not. Let's look. See, Shadow Jago didn't even have enough meter to surge it. So he knows, I mean, I don't know if he actually paid attention or not, but if you're looking at this, he knows, oh, he's not going to be able to surge that. Because that's kind of like the mix-up whenever a Shadow Jago DPs. They're like, oh, wait, is he going to spin the meter to back it up? Or is he just going to try to fake me out so that I sit there and block and let him get away with the DP, right? So he doesn't even have the meter to surge it, so he knows as soon as he lands, boom, he's got to move.
Oh,
He's got to
man.
punish right there, right?
Okay.
Surges at that time.
Oh!
Misses
I don't know
the juggle.
if he's actually surging
Gets
his
him in another
DP on
juggle and
purpose or
misses.
not.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's so hard to land. I don't even know if it's possible, but I know it's extremely difficult to land that back heavy kick in a juggle without normal canceling it. So, Gaio, if you're going to keep playing, which I know you said that you're probably not, normal cancel into back heavy kick.
Or if it's just trying to press buttons and he accidentally presses it twice. I do agree with getting meter at the end of that, though.
Yes,
That's good.
very much so.
So,
Shadow Jago.
He's run all the way across
he's
the
gonna
screen.
go and he's gonna suck. Yep, I
I
know.
like that.
Oh!
Let's see. He made a mistake here.
Oh!
I don't know if he's actually
Well, actually,
surging
you know what, we'll
his
do this
DPs
first,
on
too.
purpose or not, or
Boom.
if it's
Lockout.
just trying to press buttons and he
See, first of all, I feel like that ended early. But with Shadow Jago, the easiest way to get really good damage on a lockout, because Shadow Jago's combo trait is he can just put random auto doubles together, right? So like Jago, I believe it's descending, and then Omen is ascending auto doubles. So like when Jago gets a lockout, he's gonna want to do heavy auto, medium auto, and then light auto doubles, right? And that builds him a little bit of instinct when he completes that one full cycle. Omen is the opposite direction. I believe it's ascending. I believe it's light, then medium, then heavies. I might have those two confused. But whenever Omen does a complete loop, it locks out a bar shadow meter. Shadow Jago can just put any of them together in any order he wants, but he doesn't get any benefits off of it. So on a lockout, you can do heavy auto doubles, medium auto doubles, heavy auto doubles, medium auto, and just do that until the lockout timer runs out, or until the KV meter almost fills up, and then just end it with, you know, whatever you want. You want damage, you can do DP. If you want meter, you can do, you know, fireball. It's whatever. But that's kind of like the brain dead way to optimize damage on a lockout with Shadow Jago, because it's super easy to do.
accidentally presses it twice. I do agree with getting meter at the end of that, though.
Yes,
That's good.
very much so.
Shadow Jago.
He's gonna go and he's gonna.
So, this full screen, all Tyler has to do is just power devour.
Suck. Yep, I
Boom,
knew it.
power devour. Now right here, he's already power devouring, and he sees the freeze frame. Just hold it. This is a special move. Man, he would have absorbed all of these hits, right?
Oh!
He would have absorbed all of that and then been able to punish.
Oh, caught him getting comfortable with it. Oh,
And the
no.
drop.
Oh, what the fuck?
Nice. It might not have been a grab. It might have been a jab that he canceled.
Yeah.
Not canceled, but
See, that Dark Demise, I believe, is the dive kick. Let's see. Light, it's minus 25 on block. Medium, it's minus 29 on block. Heavy is minus 28 on block. Punish that. Man,
it might not have
boom.
been a grab.
What do you do? Nothing. He tries to anti-air him. He could have done so much damage right there. He could have ended the game right there.
A jab that he canceled.
Yeah.
Not canceled, but
Yeah.
canceled the recovery into dive kick. And
And
Oh.
then again, He hits. He hits. Freeze frames with instinct, and then tries normal, but he's already pushed back too far from the original normal. Just confirm into a special, man. I know it's weird. I know it's different, but just confirm into a special in KI, man. That's like the best thing you can do.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, now he's got the tether on. So, oh man, now
Come on.
That's it.
I like that.
Oh.
I agree with that.
GG's.
I wanted that man to win. I really did.
Okay.
I really did.
Yeah.
Just off the.
I don't know.
What happened?
We don't have the auto. Anyway, so,
Alright, so we
we're
got
gonna get
Jago
into this.
and
You can go ahead and
Shinosaka.
switch to the monitors.
Right.
Thank you.
Now, in this matchup, I know
Okay, so Shinosaka
Big Red
has
does not know the
really
matchup.
good footsie
I don't even know
range.
if Limey knows the matchup,
and
to be honest with you.
She's very good, like
Shinosaka's very
balanced kind of standard character with her spirit orb.
Shinosaka's kind of a straightforward character,
kooky.
but not knowing her shenanigans kind of sucks. She doesn't have a lot of shenanigans, but not knowing them does kind of suck. Anyway.
Mix
Alright.
ups.
Oh yeah. So like, we'll see what's going on.
And the wall jump, I do like that she kept that from the regular Hisaki.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, this little spirit orb right here that Shinosaka summons. She can manually summon them to just sit wherever she summons them. She can press forward when she summons it to make it slowly creep across the stage, or if she grabs somebody, it will permanently like hover around the character. What can she do with these? Well, as you're going to see in the set, her forward dash is a teleport that moves her a little bit forward and then up in the air. She teleports in the air a little bit forward from her position. Well, if there's a spirit orb out, when she teleports to the orb, right? Uses it up, it's gone. Or she can hit it with any of her normals that use her blade. Or actually, I don't even think normals have to do it. Just anytime her blade has an attack that hits it, it will launch a big X projectile that eats almost all the other projectiles in whatever angle that it was hit at. So it gives space control. But also it gives her normals. I mean, not normals. It gives her heavy specials properties, kind of like spinals, right? And, wait, no, that doesn't work like that. Okay, anyway. But it gives her heavy specials good properties, like, for instance, her heavy, like, anime dash through slash. It makes it track wherever that's at, and it puts her a little bit up in the air, so it's like a good cross-up tool anywhere on the screen, right? Her overhead special, it makes it track it, so like, oh, you're full screen away, well, I'm just going to overhead you from full screen, right? I'm trying to think of her other moves. I don't think it does anything with her DP, and I think that's it, to be honest. I think it's just those two heavies. It helps. And then, yeah. So, I mean, like, she can do some kind of goofy stuff with it. And especially if she's thrown you, then, like, she at any point can teleport above you for an overhead. At any point.
Taco.
So, anyway.
Good break
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
So,
yeah,
you see, right there, it teleports to it. With her
I'm
forward
liking
dash.
the fact that he's using the reach.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You gotta hit it and follow
He's
behind
playing a
it.
very season
go.
1 Jago. You know.
So, press the button, boom. Space control.
Oh!
Good forward
dash.
dash, right?
See,
Beats out that projectile.
Shinosaka's forward dash actually is a
DP
teleport.
ender.
Like that.
Forward dash.
Is he having fun?
I think that was like nerves or something. I don't know what that was. He accidentally. I think he might have like tried to quarter circle. Let's see.
He's using the reach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You gotta hit it and follow
He's
behind
playing
it.
a very season 1 Jago. You know.
So getting back into the corner.
Oh!
Good dash. See, Shinosaka's forward dash actually is a teleport. Like
Teleport. So yeah, like anytime she has a skull on screen, you kind of want to.
Is
I
he
mean, not
have?
skull. Okay, just light punch. He might have. That's what it probably was. He might have tried to do laser sword. Do quarter circle back, light laser sword to confirm, to punish, but he accidentally like kind of tiger kneed the motion and he went up too far in his quarter circle and it made him jump, right? So he misses this punishment opportunity.
Having fun? I think he's having fun.
And then, boom, that's such a good heavy. It staggers up close.
Good overhead.
But yeah.
I think he's having fun.
So like, whenever Shinosaka's within her blade range, her katana range, she's super deadly because she has long-reaching lows, and then she has like almost instant overheads. I mean, she has the kind of big sweeping overhead Rekka, not Rekka, but the overhead swing. But she can just teleport, and then it's an instant overhead almost, right? You have to really try to react to it. So it's kind of, when she's close, it's kind of hard to, like when she's about a character length away, it's hard to figure out how you're going to block. When she's further away, you know you're going to block overhead because she has teleports, and like especially if there's a soul orb around you, it's like you know she's going to try to go overhead at some point, right? That's going to be her way in. She doesn't have any lows from that distance, so don't worry about it. The only thing you'd have to worry about is if you teleport to like basically empty jump into a low, right? But that's a lot of reaction time, so you can deal with that.
Uh-oh. Oh, good. Oh, man.
Good
Breaking
breaks.
those lights like it's nothing. Good block on the overhead.
all of her
Nice
Rekka is super unsafe. Like, those are all going to be punishable. And she doesn't have a low version, right? So, like, her Rekkas are like hit confirms. She's going to, like, throw one, maybe two out. I think even two is, like, punishable. I think. I don't have the frame data for Kilgore, Shinosaka, or Eagle. I don't have frame data for those three characters. But she... I know using the third hit of her Rekkas is super unsafe, and one of her third hits can be that overhead swing. So you want to stand block those, and then if she uses all three hits, full punish. If she uses two hits, then try like a fast punish, like maybe a jab punish or whatever your fastest special is, you know, or maybe even a shadow move because shadow moves are typically faster.
punish. Okay.
Okay, good grab.
Oh, we got a
I like that
nice
overhead.
going on.
Oh,
And then
lockout.
miss
no.
times
timing.
Timing.
Break. Give me that
I
meter.
don't agree with that ending.
See, for me personally,
On the timing.
you saw that white life? Let's bring it back a little bit. All them effects, man. Alright, you see all of that white life right there. DP ender, close out the round. Granted, I understand he wants to get meter. I understand this. But just close out the round. Just close out that life bar. You already have at least one stock of meter, right? Just close it out, right? You don't need it. You don't need that other bar. You really don't.
I don't agree
So
with
he's
that
got life.
ender at all.
Let's see what happens. Summons instinct.
Oh.
Okay.
Avoid those.
Let's go back a little bit. Okay, for those of you that don't know about Shinosaka's instinct, basically, it's this little puddle of hands that will slowly track the opponent horizontally along the ground. If you stand over that puddle, they will grab you and do a good chunk of damage. They won't grab you out of jump frames. They won't grab you out of a combo, but they will grab you the instant you're just standing there. Like the frame that you're just standing there, you're not in pre-jump frames, you're not in the move, they will grab you, right? So like right here, he does wind kick, and it gets blocked, right? Boom. And as soon as it's blocked, there you go. It grabs.
Hands. No.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird.
That's all it does. So Shinesako's got a good mix-up of, like, does a hard knockdown, right? Instinct. So, are you going to sit there and eat the damage, or are you going to try and jump out of it, and then she's going to clip you with something, right? I say, kind of just, unless it's going to kill you, just eat the damage, because that gets rid of her, like, options. So, like, if you don't eat the damage, if you try and jump out, and she capitalizes on you, guess what? The hands are still there. The puddle's still there. She gets to do it again, right? Well, it's not fun. So just eat it, get rid of that option for her, in my opinion. If you're on low health, I can understand you wanting to avoid it, but that'd be my guess. But here, this is another thing I want you to check out. Look at Jago's life bar. Boom. You see that? You see how much damage that is? That's nuts, right? That's a lot of damage for something that's really hard to get away from. That's a solid, what, 15-20%? That actually does more than I thought it did, to be completely honest with you. That is so much damage. So anyway.
Unfortunately, I don't think Chase has ever played against Shin Hisako.
From the way he's screaming,
I would say Shadow Fireball right now.
And see, so I mean, like, look at all this life lead that Shin Hisako has on this pixel, right? DP under wouldn't have this problem right now, because right now he's just trying to close out the round. That's all he's trying to do. But something that I would suggest doing, if you're trying to close out the round, Shadow Fireball, chip him out, right?
Chip him out.
oh yeah,
She's got literally a pixel.
There it is. Okay. Just regular Fireball
that chipped.
did it. Got it.
So
We're in there.
it works.
Both of them have full meter,
But
High Tech Big Red
So that's
has
gonna
full
eat.
instinct. So
now,
yeah.
what I would have liked to see him do in this range when they're just doing this whole projectile war bullcrap, charge up a Fireball. See if your charge Fireball eats through it or just cancels it out. Because I know full charge Fireballs eat other projectiles, right? Just like this eats other projectiles. So find out if you can nullify or even beat it out, right? You're trying to figure out this matchup on the fly. You're in the middle of all this craziness. It's like he's content sitting back just doing that, right? While you throw fireballs. Charge one up. See what happens.
oh, it eats
'Cause I don't even know
projectiles.
if
It
that's
sure
gonna
enough
be the
does.
best.
A lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
High Tech Big Red just getting really agitated with all that.
I think
I like that
if
cross up.
Don't. Oh my God!
nice damage ender.
That was an insane guess break.
Oh no.
See, right here. Let me go back. Come on. This move. I don't know what this move is. But look. Boom. You know what that is? That's a stagger right there. You're free to do almost any kind of move. Like, staggers are made to hit confirm into specials for combos. That's what staggers are for. Staggers are, oh hey, I have this big opening, I get to do something now, right? You have to remember what your staggers are and capitalize on them. Because he misses, I think. Yeah, he whiffs, and then he whiffs a grab, and then another whiff because he doesn't know hitbox range for Shin Hisako. 3 whiffs and then a sweep.
Okay, good sweep. And cross up, heavy kick.
DP, please! Oh,
No, he got that life back, though. So I agree with that. Oh, is that it? That's it. Man.
This guy's being an a-hole right now, and I love it. It's chaos. I fucking love it. Oh, you did? I did it.
Big Red kind of showing off. He's frustrated in the match, so he's
So
trying
I
to
will say that
try to give it to him, right?
I'm actually impressed with High Tech Big Red learning this matchup on the fly and actually bringing that back for a win.
Yeah.
I like
now,
that.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like definitely, Limey. I'm expecting Limey to give us something because there was a lot of stuff that he was doing with Shin Hisako that's showing that maybe you know,
So
he's
it's
been
kind of
working.
dangerous
You know.
Maybe
to
so.
press the button after double roundhouse.
He
because
hasn't
double
been
roundhouse is
using
+2 on block.
Spirit Slice, the dash through slice a lot. He used it once, I think. There it is.
There you go.
Okay, so they both have a bar meter now.
She can recap with that, right?
Good,
no.
great.
It's her overhead, the shadow overhead slash.
Oh. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, calm
Good
crouching.
lockout.
I like that.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like that
DP out.
DP too. Oh,
DP.
we got
DP's
DP.
back and forth.
Oh.
Okay, cross out.
Nice.
He's doing really
Both
well.
of them have to crawl because they're both Hisako.
Hisako's is forward, Shinisako's is back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway. All right, as we're getting back
Good
into
anti-air.
this.
I like it.
Staring
Anti-air.
each other down. Nice anti-air. Good teleport into overhead. Gonna add some damage real quick and
See, I don't think I agree with that. Let's see.
Yeah.
anyway. All right, as we're getting back
Anti-air.
into this.
I like it.
Staring each
Anti-air.
other down. Nice anti-air.
Let's see.
Good teleport into overhead.
Didn't need that. That's white life. Could have just gotten straight into a DP ender, even off the lockout, and that would have cleaned out the round and kept full resources.
Gonna add some damage real quick and
There
cash
you
that
go.
out. Take the life bar.
And that's
Anyway,
that's
doesn't matter.
that's
He sells
obviously
bar,
bad.
so it's fine.
The little battery end or whatever. Whoop de whoop.
I don't know.
No. That's wall splat. Wall splat. My bad. I said battery. I meant wall splat. That's completely wrong.
Good grab.
Okay.
Now that orb
Now
is
he's got an
actually
orb on him.
attached around. Oh man.
Oh wow.
When
like it.
Shinosako grabs, that attaches the spirit orb to the character, which makes her be able to track them very well.
That hurts. He had that. He had that.
Actually attached around. Oh
Boom.
man. When
like
jumps over the
Shinosako grabs,
shadow.
that attaches the spirit
Right.
orb to the character, which
Hits.
makes her be.
Pops instinct. And then what does he do? Just like Gaio's been doing.
Track them very.
Normal. Misses. You have 4 advancing specials. It's like just hit confirm with those, man.
Very well. If he would have. Oh man.
Ah. He needs the little thing to the little spirit ball.
Yeah.
He needs that out, so therefore he can just teleport right there to him and mess his day up.
Yeah. That's gonna
So
grab.
again,
There you
catch
go.
him with the feet.
That's okay. I will.
Punch
Don't
damage.
stand up.
It's over now. Okay. And that's
And
a
then-
punish, and that's
I like
round
that.
2.
Okay. Clean it into the round.
Oh, so she has the only instinct that literally just crawls on the ground. It's just like, hey, bro,
It
She has the
tracks
only
the
imp-
opponent slowly.
like that crawls on the ground. It's just,
if you
Alright. What is this?
It
yeah,
does more than that. It does more than that. It's a decent chunk.
it's like 20. No, it is. It's like 20.
It's like
No,
15
So
to
as we get into
20%, I
this,
believe.
they pick different characters.
It's a great way to end the round. Why he didn't go Maya?
Because
Fireballs just
he's down
negate
to it.
daggers.
Yeah, but
let's see,
she can
where's-
also
I'm gonna have to get all the
forward
way over
roll
to
jump
Maya's.
into jumping over fireballs to punish.
That's
There
true.
you go.
That's
There
true.
it is.
That's true.
And
But if
also
you rely
to-
on daggers,
Okay.
Like
there
that.
you go.
Boom. I like that. Instantly. To open the round, I'm going to go over Fireball, and I'm going to hit you. Right? I like that. I like that call out.
Go.
But I was going
Good
to say
air.
also
Mistime the meaty sweep.
character familiarity.
Oh, yeah.
Anti-air.
He's very much more
Anti-air.
comfortable and
Right.
familiar with
That was weird
My-
that crossed up. That was really
than
weird.
any other character in KI.
Yeah, I mean, like, technically, you can only say that he only played Shinosako for, what, 3 weeks? No, seriously.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Publicly, he's only been playing it
Just
for 3 weeks. Publicly.
trying to
I
catch
would
each
like
other
to
and
see
stuff,
High
right?
Tech Big Red abuse
Man,
the
it's gas
plus
brakes.
frames on those laser swords more.
Yeah.
Because he
Recap.
did heavy laser sword and then just blocked a sweep.
I like
he
that,
could have
and
pressed a
then
button to really
damage ender.
challenge.
This the shit I fucking like, man.
I think
Maya
Damage
gets
Ender
going,
would've closed
man.
out that round.
When Maya gets going.
Okay. I mean, I know he couldn't pick up on that. Or 32 seconds. I just heard something weird. Anyway.
KI.
Yeah, I mean, like,
So.
technically, you can only say that he only played Shin Sako for, what, 3 weeks? No, seriously.
Going through.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Publicly, he's only been playing it for 3 weeks. Publicly.
I would like to
This
see
and
High
that.
Tech Big Red abuse the plus frames on those laser swords more.
Yeah.
Because he
There we
did
go.
heavy laser sword and then just
Boom,
blocked
boom.
a sweep. He
And
could have
then
pressed
right
a button
here,
to
I
really
really
challenge.
think Damage Ender would have finished it out because look how much.
This-
That's how much life's left. All you needed is Damage Ender to close that out.
This the shit I fucking like, man.
So.
When
jump
Maya
over,
gets
miss
going,
with the
man.
Mantis, boom.
When Maya gets going.
I don't know, he might have been able to confirm off of that. I wish he would have, if he could. I don't know if he could or not, but if he would have, waste out this instinct, right? Just keep the combo going. Try and waste out as much of that time as he can.
Going. Yep. Hey,
Jacob's
hey,
instinct
yep,
is
man.
so good.
Okay, here we
You don't
go.
He's locked in at
Moving
Maya,
in.
so.
Good air to air. Light laser sword. He doesn't capitalize
mash
on
him
flip
jab.
outs from that light laser sword. He's
Dude,
done it like 3 or
he's
4
gonna break.
times.
No, he didn't break. Then he got locked out.
I think what happened right there. 32-47.
Yep. Hey,
Let's see.
hey, yep, man.
I think I know what
Okay,
happened
here we
right
go.
there.
He's locked in at
Moving
Maya,
in.
so.
Good air to air. Light laser sword. He doesn't capitalize on flip outs from that light laser.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, come on. Please stop doing that. Okay, 1. Okay, so 1, 2. Yeah, that's what happened. He tried to break it. And like typically people will break shadow linkers with mediums. I think any strength works as long as you break it, right? So it goes 1, 2, right? 1, 2 right there. 3, 4. Yeah, that's what it was. He broke the second hit. So 3, 4, and then he comes back around 5. And then he tried to break a third hit with mediums, but that was the end of the move. Right, so he locks out because he used a heavy.
No, he didn't
Smart.
break.
Smart stuff.
Then he got locked out.
I like that.
He could have went in and popped
Because
instinct.
if he would have just
and
used a
then-
medium,
No, I
to
know what he
follow
wants
it up,
instinct
it
for.
would have gotten
I
broken.
know what he wants instinct for.
Completely by
Yeah.
accident, but it would have gotten broken.
Juju. Lock out again?
That's a. If you don't know the
If you
timing,
don't, if you
it's
don't
hard.
give me an ultimate. If you don't give me an ultimate.
High Tech Big Red's gonna try and stop. Nope, nope, can't.
Good grab.
Good.
I like that.
He wanted
Give
the
me the
win.
ultimate.
He wanted the win, man.
Charles
You
going
can't
crazy.
be mad at that.
Give me the ultimate, please.
Turn that down.
For who?
Oh, okay.
It's just Ultra and then Light Punch, Light Kick. During the beginning of the Ultra,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
that's it for everybody. It's like you have like a limited number of like hits, like 10 or something like
You
that.
can't
at the
style on them and then fucking
Nah.
do it. Yeah.
I remember when they announced Ultimates, that was like everyone's
Right.
concern. Like, so I'm gonna get like triple
Going
Ultra
back.
into an Ultimate.
No,
Like,
I don't think so.
Red was kind of messing around with Thunder.
I know why he picked this.
gonna try
I
and
know
pick
why
them.
he picked it. I know why he picked it. He's trying to give the fans what they want and get an ultimate.
This matchup's weird.
I don't even know
Okay.
if he knows
Good juggle.
how to do Ultimates, to be honest.
Both of
Oh,
them
what?
get the white light.
High tech?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. He's a season 1 player. Yeah, he's still
Punish
playing
on
Thunder
the
like season
colored
1.
sky.
No, I haven't seen a single DP yet. That's not.
Thunder having colored sky is going to be super important in this matchup so that he can
And
dash
really,
through
Thunder- oh,
the
okay.
I like that.
Don't.
daggers.
You gave
Yeah.
him space.
Okay,
I
so
told you.
that's both of them. Let's see. doesn't load. Oh, he had one. He had one. Okay. But this whole sequence.
He's still playing
Whole
Thunder like
sequence.
season 1.
Right here, watch. Throws the light dagger.
I haven't seen a single
Misses.
DP yet.
Light dagger's
so
all the way
it's-
across the stage. Backs up. Limey's going to get that back. And Big Red doesn't realize it. Chases him down.
And recently, Thunder. Oh,
Chases him down.
okay.
I like
right
that.
there. He's just...
Don't.
See? He was just staying there. He's still trying to backdash. Try and get that dagger. Alright? As soon as he moves forward,
He gave
backdash.
him space.
I told
Gets
you.
the dagger. That's all he wanted. Like, you could have stood there and made him come after you. But, I mean, granted, he could have thrown the other one, but you can jump the other one on reaction. Now he has no daggers, and he's forced to approach you. Like, Maya without daggers is handicapped. Don't let Maya get her daggers back if you can help it.
Gave him
Medium
space.
kick. Oh,
That's a big whiff punish that he missed. Big whiff punish that he missed.
no, that was a punish, man. Alright, we just let things slide right now. Now,
What the hell?
when we were talking about character familiarity, that is now reversed
Okay.
roles. Because at
That's
first,
around.
High Tech Big Red playing the character he knows.
Forward
Yeah.
dash.
And, oh,
Boom,
nice.
boom. Oh, that connects. I like that. Okay. I didn't think that was gonna. Grab. Boom. Stomp.
See, I know how to deal with Thunder
Forward dash.
while I'm breathing very, very heavily.
Forward dash would beat that out.
I know how to deal with Thunders.
It's forward dash.
You've dealt with
and
one
instinct,
Thunder.
or we call the sky, is
Calm
It doesn't
down.
matter. I said squeeze that in there. And whoa!
Good
Oh,
over
As
it.
we
nice.
get it going. Yes! Yes!
Ah, crap. Yeah. Okay.
See, I know how to deal with Thunders while I'm breathing. Damn it!
Into Shadow Ankle Slicer. Nice break.
Sorry. Anyway.
That's it.
That's what I want, baby! Give me the,
Okay,
hey,
yeah.
give me the map! Crouch medium kick.
But I will say,
I play neutral, like regular Street Fighter. Crouch medium
Alright,
kick.
there we go.
He kept doing crouch medium
So then
kick.
it goes back to
Yeah,
Diego.
man.
it's his fastest low.
Doesn't
I
know
mean,
how to
like,
play
I'm
Thunder
just
in
like,
that
he's not
matchup.
gonna do it again.
It's understandable.
And he did it again.
It's a weird matchup.
I'm just like, why? But
But
as
you
we
really
get
have
to this
to
game,
use
We got the
Call's
bags
got to
to
get
start
your
the round
invulnerable
off.
forward dashes to go
But
through his
I will
daggers or
say
through him
that, ooh,
to get
good
to him.
anti-air.
Wind kick. Wind
I
kick
don't think he
punish
could
that
have punched. I
whiff.
don't think he could have done with sweep, but he
Nice
did do it.
cross up heavy punch.
Manus grab.
I like it.
Cash out.
I
There
like
you
it.
go.
I like it.
I like the
Nope.
meter.
There
Okay.
you
Now here's the thing.
I like it.
Here's the
Cash
thing,
out.
right?
I
There
like
you
it.
go.
I like it.
Whenever Maya DPs on whiff or hit, she can follow it up with a dagger, which is what she does right here. Boom, dagger. He thinks, oh, that's a whiff DP. I'm gonna be able to punish that, right? And doesn't block. Boom, dagger hits. Now, if you block her DP, she can't throw a dagger. So if you like are right up on her on the wake up and she DPs on wake up and you block it, you get full punish off of that. But other than that, you need to be careful about that.
There you go. There you go. Keep him away from the dagger.
Oh. Oh.
Sad to see
coming in
meter
hard.
wasted like that.
There we go.
Keep him away from the dagger.
Drops.
Boom. Okay.
As we get into this
All right,
nice
so-
grab
Got you
on
greedy
wake
trying to
We
do
up.
the
got the
dagger.
dagger.
Didn't cover his wake up option.
That's
oh,
a good punish.
shit.
And that's
Gas break didn't
that
turn
tumble
out
kick's
his
also
way.
another weird
And
break pattern. It's like 1 2 space 3 4 space 5, right? You have to be ready for those spaces, those gaps.
That life and
Nope.
that lead is gone. That lead
Okay.
is gone.
Chipped him out. Now, I will say that
Good
High
grab.
Tech Big Red isn't out of it. Oh.
And then on wake up, right? So here's the thing. This as a meaty setup, it's kind of messed up. You can shadow through it, I think. Like shadow wind kick, projectile invulnerable, go through it, especially since it was done kind of late. Like it let him jump before it hit him. So I think he would have had time to do that. Which I mean she can block and punish. But you can either stand there and take the hits and then give him the forward, I think it's forward heavy kick, recapture, that you can either try and break or not, deal with that. Or if you block it, gets all 4 pips. Right? So it's kind of puts you in a lose-lose situation. That you have to figure out what you would rather deal with. Right?
Recap
with heavy.
He gets recaptured,
Good.
but he breaks out of the combo. So that's fine.
Catches
I like
back
it.
dash.
Is he an instinct? No, it is not.
No.
I think I know what he wants. He wants to get below 50% pop instinct, get life back. But
Early
Ooh,
lockout
Turned
no.
out wrong again.
leads into a good hard knockdown.
hey, baby boy,
into
pop that instinct, baby boy.
fake overhead
grab.
to grab. The fact that you
Oh,
checked
I
that
think
was
he tried to
impressive.
DP.
That's it. Oh no, that's not it.
All right, jump in with
That's
the light.
it.
Or that's not light, but jump in, right?
Give the crowd what they want. Hey, Avery.
Each other
So now
out,
we
still
have-
beat me.
Yeah.
Okay, now we
I
have
think he's only beat
Leo
me
Man and
in the
Tyler.
last 2 times we played.
So, right, the same matchup as before. It's Orchid and Sadira. But Tyler Sadira plays different, so he has to adapt.
Oh man. Okay, so
Man, I'll tell you one thing that Chief against what's her
Maya?
name?
Maya.
No,
Okay,
Oh,
take
yeah,
a long
Maya.
time load up.
Chief
There we go.
against Maya. That's a hard
Yeah.
game. That's a hard game. I shouldn't have did that.
It's
I think
okay,
if I
man.
would have
Lane intros
What's
raw.
up,
played again,
Rodrigo?
I think we would have. I might have been able to take them last 2 instead of. But all right, here we go. They fucking playing now.
Okay,
All right,
so
here we go.
immediately
Ready,
walks him down,
fight.
backs
They
up.
fighting shenanigans at
Air
the beginning.
spacing.
Spy.
Again, gotta learn how to punish that. Whether you go in training mode or whatever you want to do. Because look, bounces off right, walks forward, just doesn't walk forward enough, and misses. That's so weird. That's got to be just because her hurt box must be up here and not down here. But sorry. But you also did it early, right? You want to wait until she lands. Boom, lands, right? So then you get a full grounded combo instead of just a knockdown. Full grounded combo is going to do a lot more damage.
Spider Woman is up there. Oh!
That whip punish. Holy crap, that whip punish. He's like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to try and Rekka. He does the first hit of the Rekka. Misses, right? And then he's like, oh, that missed. Let's not follow it up. And then before he realizes it, boom. Footsies. And to confirm. I like that. That was impressive.
Oh!
That was a
confirm.
great punish.
That's a confirm, my friend.
I like that.
He confirmed, and he getting that damage. He ending it. Oh,
Oh, the low got him. Okay. Sierra has no standing overheads. Block low. As soon as she jumps, block high. But block low, right?
and he got him
The
again.
low. Okay,
Straight
good
up
break.
said, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that green. I'm going to take your green stuff. All right.
Take that guacamole. All right,
Okay.
here we go.
That's,
There we go.
Heavies. Oh,
ooze.
Guest breaks on the
Guest
heavies.
broke wrong
That's
on
the
the
Ninja
heavies.
Turtle ooze. That's what
Alright, 29.
that's,
Head-
Look, you can tell it's heavies. This, right there. That big ol' overhead double hand smash. That's the first hit of a heavy punch auto double from Orchid. Gotta learn how to react to that, guys. Alright.
ooze.
Guess broke wrong
That's
on
the
the
Ninja
heavies.
Turtle ooze. That's what first hell part is.
That's-
But all right, here we go. All right.
Oh,
Oh man, that was good spacing.
Cut him
I
on
like
the
that a
way
lot.
down.
Jump in. Oh, what's the next? What's next? Oh,
okay, so
What I think would have been a good option right there. I know he's an instinct, but
that's
but
Let's
all right,
see.
here we go. All right.
oh, cut him on the way
Dizzle, dizzle.
down.
Jump in.
little damage.
Oh,
Goes
what's
to
the
cross
next?
up.
What's next? Oh.
Boom. Gets hit with a fire cat.
Okay,
Fire
so
cat follows it up with a slide. It needs to be the other way around, right? What I think Leo Man could have done, Leo Man, sorry, the name's up here, messed me up, it's up here, Tyler Yo. Tyler Yo could have done is Blade Demon, right? Blade Demon's low crush. So he could have Blade Demon, and that would have moved, like, Heavy Blade Demon would, I think, have moved him far enough forward to catch this. Because where does it stop? Oh, wait. Yeah. And I think it would have moved him forward enough to catch that. Because it would have beat out the low, and then I think the hitbox would have either caught him on recovery. I don't know if it would have caught his low hitbox or not. But anyway. He couldn't have a cat follow it up because they had a cat in front of it. So he didn't make it safe the way he should have. Alright, so
There
let's
you go. Punish that. Good sir. That was correct.
scoot back here a little
Take
bit.
the green stuff.
And it's a little bit too far.
All right.
Take that guacamole. Caught him on the way down.
Jump in. Oh, what's the next? What's next? Oh.
See, Firecat,
Okay, so-
boom.
Yeah. There you go. Punish that. Good.
See, good punish because that heavy Rekka ender, he didn't charge it up at all. -9, right?
Good sir. That
Nice.
was correct.
I
That,
like that.
was correct.
And
You
then
got to kill this
lots
health
more
bar.
lights.
You ain't got
And
no
then-
more ooze.
Cashes out
No
with
more
damage.
ooze.
Good stuff.
I like that because that actually also
None.
ended up running out the instinct.
What happened? Yeah. All right.
Tries to use his footsie buttons to catch a punishment.
All right.
He waited a little bit too long. I like that because that shadow move, let's see. Shadow Blade Demon is as fast as a jab. Because it's got 2 frames of startup before the freeze and then 2 frames after the freeze before it's active. So that's a 5-frame move. So it's going to beat out a lot of... I think he was doing a crouching heavy punch. Which, crouching heavy punch for Orchid has an 8-frame startup. So that was a smart decision. I like that.
Now he's taking his blood
Oh.
away. He's taking the blood. The
Oh,
blood is
man.
going. Oh, he
Good.
I
break
like
on the
that he
punch.
did heavy daggers and saw that it was on block and
Ooh,
knew he was
okay.
going to want to
Down.
punish it. and
Confirms
Straight
he
up,
drops
like a
it
tiger tooth.
and then gets comboed for it. Heavies.
heavy
Reacts to the
break.
heavies.
Here we go. He said, "What you got?"
He ain't. He
Oh.
make. You gotta be patient, Leo, man.
Lows.
But
Gotta watch
Ah,
that.
he's getting the
Yeah,
damage
okay.
now.
Good
Now they
damage.
both got blood. That's all they got left is blood. Put all the sweat.
So,
Now we got blood.
low,
Good
confirm.
low.
Oh.
Locks out on medium.
It's a
Killing
good idea
him.
to
Killing
And
him.
then,
Oh.
nope, misses the air.
Shenanigans.
That was good. That was good. Now, let's see. Let's back it up, right? What it looks like to me is they're in this situation, and then he jumps. Instinct freeze frame. He's going to use Orchid's instinct freeze frame to buffer in the, what's that called? Let me look. Is that Widow's Bite, maybe? Yeah, I think so. Widow's Bite. So he's going to use that to buffer in Widow's Bite, right? Jump over the Firecat, because he knows whenever Orchid has instinct, she wants to pressure. That's the whole game plan when you're Orchid. Once you have instinct active, you're going to pressure the hell out of them, because you make everything safe with Firecats. Jumping medium kick, because it hits twice, right? And then confirms. Then shadow. Alright, let's just play it.
Oh, that was
Shadow.
sick!
Breaks the shadow, right? Orchid's an instinct. What's the first thing Orchid's gonna do in instinct? Spawn Firecat, right?
You could
Boom.
not.
Firecat goes through
Again!
because he wants to pressure. Right? That was the whole thing. That was great. Very smart decisions. I like that.
Done that better.
Projectile!
And then went for that big ol' read. Anyway, goes for the big read counterbreaker. Misses it.
He
Oh.
said,
Good
"Oh,
punish
you
on the
wanna
break
pop that
on the
bull?"
counterbreaker. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like maximizing damage before a combo. because that Shadow Firecat is considered an opener. You can't break the opener. So let's see. And also shadows don't add anything to the KV meter really, so it's just sitting at 12. So like have something on the KV meter to show that it's a combo. And then like, do you remember where her health was? It was like barely anything missing, and all of that is unbreakable. This is now the first breakable hit of the combo.
That bull. I'm
He
gonna
went
show
for
you.
that big read.
I got skills. Pay bills.
Okay, goes for the wall splat.
Alright,
What does he do
what's
after
the
the wall
setup? What's
splat?
the
But we
setup?
Jabs. Let's go back. 58.
Pay bills.
Alright, what's the setup?
Jab, in my opinion, is a really, really bad option after a wall splat. Because not only does that add the most to the KV meter, so it's going to possibly blow it out, it does almost no damage because of combo scaling. But if they try to tech a grab after a wall splat, which is like textbook wall splat grab, right? If they try and tech a grab, they're going to break your lights. Which is what
What's the
happened
setup?
here. Tim Buck says he was like, oh, he's gonna grab me. Tries to break it. Boom. Breaks the lights. What you can do, she has a standing overhead. Doo-doo. She has sweep doo-doo, right? So you got hollow mix-ups right there. Plus, she can jump for a cross-up, right? Because Seer doesn't have very good anti-air options. Because her backflip kick, I think, only hits like in front and a little bit on top of her, right? It doesn't cover the back of her head. You could have done a deep cross up. You could have just done, let's see, you could have done a shadow move to confirm that wouldn't have built the KV meter, right? So there's a lot of mix-up options off of a wall splat. I don't think jab was the right option at all, personally.
We got a game going. Look at this.
Oh,
Leo,
here we
man.
go. Okay, okay,
Oh.
okay.
He's out. He said, no, sir. There ain't no respect. Ain't no respect.
That was sick.
Ain't no
Looks like
respect.
we can
Tyler
back
is
into it.
Sadira. Charles is
Put some
Orchid.
respect on it.
Charles is on that side. Tyler's on that side.
There ain't no respect.
So overall,
Tyler won.
Tyler
impressive
won.
stuff from Tyler. Yeah, man, did
All
some
right,
good
here we
stuff.
go. Shenanigans
But
again.
Tyler
All right.
Oh,
Oh,
definitely
air
catching himself.
grab is the.
So we have a bad habit in our scene of, okay, the round's going to start. What are we going to do? Let's all jump, right? For whatever reason, that's what we do. And especially like Sadira. Like, that's a good call against Sadira. Sadira, what's she going to want to do in any game? She's going to want to jump. So, jumps forward to catches neutral, back, and forward jumps, right? Air grab. Right off the bat. Into the
Oh,
I like
air
that.
grab at the beginning.
Smart decision.
Call out his jump.
Oh, ended it. Took a little bit. 30, maybe 28.
How did he open him up? I didn't actually see that. He does a bunch of jabs. Okay, so he does like his block string into a bunch of jabs. And then the first jab lifts, and then he tries to throw out a crouching jab. And then he tries to mash crouching jab. And in between the second, what's probably going to be the third one, catches him with forward advancing special.
Maybe 28.
Okay.
Oh, punishes
Oh,
the
he's
crouching
straight up
jab.
confirmed.
Oh,
Oh, the
the
reset.
He said no.
That's so much
No,
damage.
you want to press?
Oh, that was good. I like that attempt though. But that was smart of him to only do 2 and then stop.
Oh man,
press,
mistimed
press
it.
them buttons.
Oh,
dog.
that's it. That's
What
gonna be
is
the
it?
life
Get rid
bar.
of the white, please. Oh, he's about it. Oh, he's
Let's see. See where his health's at right now.
Maybe 28.
That's where his health was at the beginning of that whole sequence because of resets. Right?
Oh, punish
See,
Oh,
he
he's
gets here,
straight up
Yeah.
confirmed.
reset.
Oh,
Boom.
Oh, the
confirmed.
Did you see that? Look at this. Come on. Load up better. Okay, so in KI, stray hits, like any kind of like normal hit outside of a combo, if I'm remembering this correctly, does like 200% damage, right? First hit always does like 200% damage because the combo scaling so bad they reward you for like good hits. That's why it's important to maximize damage at the beginning of a combo. So like your first hit is gonna always hit more. So you want to hit them with something hard and make it count. So he does his little combo and then he drops it for a reset, right? And then boom. You see how much damage that one hit did? Because it's not in a combo anymore and it was counter hit. Just boom. Just takes that. Takes all that life off. He made that hurt.
Confirmed.
now
Oh,
he's going
Oh, the
confirmed again.
reset.
He said
That's
no.
so
And
much
then-
damage.
You want to?
Drops it because of counter breaker. Look at all that white life. That's a level 4 right there, isn't it? Yeah, that's a level 4 ender right there that you can cash out.
You
So
want
he
to?
messes up. And then Leo Man doesn't confirm off of his hit. He had a hit. Was that a low right? It's like his crouching medium punch. Yeah. Hits him crouching medium. Doesn't go into slide. Doesn't go into Rekka. Just, oh, okay, here's your hit. Now have your turn back.
Oh,
And
man.
then presses the button again, catches him. And see, look at the life again. Boom. See that? It was like right here. Okay, it was right here. And boom. That's like, what, 7 to 10%? Something like that right there. And another counter hit. Because he's catching you trying to press slow buttons. So then
Press
we go
Press
through,
them buttons.
and then he locks out on heavies. So guess what?
Oh, that's
Seriously,
it. That's
dude.
what
What is
the
that?
Cash
Get
out
rid
level
of the
4.
white, please. Oh, he's about.
Went from like right here to right there because of resets. That's how powerful resets are.
Oh, he's almost out of green ooze. Oh, he's out of
That's
green
it.
ooze.
That's it.
I agree with
That
that
taking
life
that
bar
trade.
is
We on
gone.
blood. We on blood.
Here we
Blood and
go.
murder time. Oh, he got cats. Oh.
Okay.
Made it.
I like
say-
that
oh,
idea.
Counter nice.
countered the-
I like
Good,
that.
good shadow counter.
Heavies.
Oh, broke that. Said no, sir. I still got health. I got lots of
Oh,
green ooze.
wow, good
Don't take
catch
more
on the
than that
landing
to get
frames.
rid of
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Right
little
when
bit
he
slow.
came.
Look at this. I just want this to be known. What is it, 15? Let's put it at 10.
More than that to get rid of.
Oh.
Okay, so he gets hit. Whatever. Gets hit. Dagger, or not daggers, Blade Demon. And then lights. And then drops it. What does he do? He does a heavy. He does a heavy on a reset. I don't know if that was an accident or what, but that's not going to beat out anything that Tyler's going to throw out. And then boom, Tyler throws out, I think there's a medium, beats him out. Which, guess what?
Right when he.
Let's see. I didn't go back far enough, that's what it was.
More than that to get rid of.
Oh.
So, jab,
Oh,
try to put the
Oh.
heavy,
right when he
presses the
came
button,
down.
gets counter hit for
Oh
it.
man, just abusing his frames.
I'm telling you,
Tyler-
these
Tyler
resets,
definitely,
that's what's killing him.
He making you pay
He's not
for
blocking these
pressing the
resets.
button.
Okay, good
Okay, good
decision
punish,
on the
heavies.
Shadow Cat. I like that.
Use that safeness.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Closes out
All
the
right, now
life
we have
bar.
final round.
Good stuff.
Tyler got instinct. All he needs is a confirm and go
That
into
was a guess
instinct,
break.
and that's ball
That was a
game
smart
if you
guess
really
break.
want.
That was a guess
Yeah.
break.
Oh, there. Oh.
Okay.
What? Oh,
Good low.
block.
See, right there. That's what I was saying about with the Leo Man Black Aphrodisiac set. Does he does a Rekka, and she just stood there, right? See, boom, blocked the low, -9, right, or -8, one of the two. And that's -9. Then goes, dadgummit, goes straight into Blade Demon for the confirm. And look how much life that took. See that good chunk of damage right there? Because I think it was a light. I think it was a light one, so it did the least amount of damage. And it was punishment, so I think that does extra damage. I think it does. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's just letting you know that that was a punishment. No, I think it's counter hit does extra damage. I think punishment's just letting you know you hit him in recovery frames. So anyway. So yeah, I mean that whole sequence right there. Wait, hold on. No, he did a Blade Demon. He did Blade Demon, so that should have been an opener, right?
Oh,
Good
Blade
low
Demon.
block.
punish.
Straight into,
This time.
yeah, that's what it was. And see, now I know it's so hard to pay attention to everything at once, right? But if he would have been able to be like, okay, look, box low,
good
boom.
low.
If instead of doing this shadow, pop instinct, then what do you have? Guaranteed ultra.
Below punish. It's time.
And instead he gets broken and potentially can lose the entire match because he didn't confirm or because he didn't guarantee himself ultra.
Oh, he went for the charge.
Unblockable.
See, that was good. Caught him in the head.
So
with
much
that.
damage.
This is where his health's at. It's like what, 75% maybe, right? Oh come on. Anyway, they're like 75%.
Good low block.
Because he let that be breakable.
Oh, that was time.
Leo Man
It was time, my friend.
does all of this.
Get them shenanigans. It's time. It's time.
Air to air,
Is he
pressure.
Oh, he went for the charge.
Unblockable. Oh,
Does
so
all
much
of
damage.
this. He was like here. All because he didn't pop instinct and guarantee himself ultra.
Both in danger. What's going to happen? He instincting.
Okay, he's gonna create space.
Oh, they both instincting. This is a patience. Patience is happening now. Who's gonna confirm?
And then there it is again. Punishing Rekkas. That's what you have to do. That's his hollow mix up right there. Gotta punish Rekkas.
Oh,
Rekkas.
it's happening.
Shouldn't have thrown in those lights. Just saying. Lights are breakable. He could have won the match off of that too.
That's it.
But luckily he
Oh,
timing locks
2-0,
out. Gets the
2-0.
ultra.
2-0.
Good stuff.
Tyler is making it happen.
Good stuff by both of them.
Tyler's making
Bringing
it happen.
bringing that whole sequence back.
Tyler's
good.
making it happen, ladies and gentlemen. That's Tyler Yo. Next, I think Limey's gonna join me on this commentation. Yeah, Mark had to leave. Mark is more knowledgeable. I'm a scrub at this, but I try to bring entertainment to y'all.
Yeah,
Now Limey's here for the information.
Nice, you're going into
I'm here for the
rematch.
entertainment.
in my expert opinion, that is a woman fighting a Spider Woman on the string.
Okay.
That spider.
Again, sorry. Again, what happens at the beginning of the match? Both people jump. But it looks like
And I'm here for the entertainment.
In my expert
watch.
opinion, that is a woman
he jumped early, he jumped late, so he
fighting a
avoided the air grab and punished him with the. I like to get names right. I'm sorry. With the Wait, what is that called? Is that Widow's Bite? With the daggers. What is the... Oh, Web Cling. That's what the other move is. Sorry, I apologize. Yeah, punish him with the Widow's Bite.
Spider Woman on the string.
That Spider Woman for real.
She's real gold.
She's shiny and gold, but I mean.
Good anti-air. I like that. I mean, I think he just wanted to use it as like a wake-up reversal, but it caught him trying to cross up, right?
Kid.
Good stuff.
That was a weird
Good
flip
low.
flat.
Weird scramble.
Again, punish on the slide. Slides. Blockade runner. Light is -5. I don't know if that was light or not, but -5 means you get to punish that, right? Mediums -7, heavies -10. So all of them are punishable. If you're close like that, you have no idea what strength to use. So might as well just go into your fast punish confirm.
Scramble situation, but Tyler with a confirm, pulling out
Jen,
a little bit of
going.
damage.
Again, that is so good. Using Widow's Bite to jump in with that long reaching, I don't even know what that button is. Heavy kick maybe?
Ooh, the
That's so
overhead.
good. It's catching him. That's caught him several times.
Woo!
Okay, good trade.
They reaching.
Okay. Good
Got
lights.
some damage. What's going to
Gets
happen
the flip,
there?
kid.
Mixing it up.
Punish.
No Beyblade.
Bait.
Gets
Grab.
grabbed.
Uh,
Leo Man on the ropes here.
Oh,
looks
that's.
like.
Oh, you got in time. Just in time. Oh, he should not have. What's happening? Charge. Oh, he shadowed.
I like that. That was smart. He knew he wanted to go for the unblockable, so he knew he was going to hold it.
Ooh.
Goes for a fast move
He's
to
saying, I'm
confirm
going to
it.
take this first health bar. This is my round.
Still got a little bit of green
Nope,
left.
Still got a little bit left. All right.
Ooh.
That was a smart
flipped right through
decision,
the
too.
button.
I like
This
that.
should be the bar. Yeah.
That's the bar. Tyler got an instinct. Leo man, nothing.
Ooh,
Good air grab. Start of the round. We jump.
Good air
Okay.
throw there.
Air grab.
Cashing
break.
out some damage, but it got broke.
No, didn't try to go for the counter breaker.
I'm going to go back a minute.
Nothing.
So jump, air grab,
Ooh,
right?
good air throw there.
Does shadow, flick flat. Tyler breaks it. I completely agree with the fact of not shadow counter, or with not counter breaking this, because you have a little bit of life. You have that little bit of life. If you try to counter break it and they don't fall for it, that's gone, and you basically lose like some solid momentum lead, right? Because even though you have that little bit of life right there, that always seems to be the hardest to take off when they're behind. So not breaking that, or not counter breaking that, makes you keep that. Even though you broke it, it's whatever. It's neutral again, right? So you get to keep this life, and you get to keep them frustrated at the fact that they're trying to get rid of this to make it feel even. Because right now it feels like you have such an advantage because you have a whole nother life bar, right?
Cashing out some damage, but it got broke.
No, didn't try to go for the
And
counter
then punish. Nice punish. I like that.
Oh.
And then slot. I don't know why he was stand blocking from that far away.
Air throw there.
Cashing out some damage, but it got broke.
Let's see.
No, didn't try to go for the counter
Okay.
breaker. Interesting.
Break. Stand block. Why? From this distance, Orchid standing overhead is not going to hit you. At all. It's not. So, you can either take a big risk and do heavy Blade Demon, which is -5, so it's punishable. You can do heavy Blade Demon, try and close the gap and beat out slides. Or you can like crouch block, or just jump back out of the way, and then you can react with like a forward jump or whatever you need to do outside of that situation. So boom,
Oh,
catches him
here he goes.
low.
Slide from downtown.
Using the meter.
Do.
That money.
And then
Burning his money up.
damage under. Let's go back. Let's see. Oh man, you see how much life that
Damage,
was?
but it got broke.
No, didn't try to go
Okay,
for
no,
the
that
counter
wasn't that much
breaker.
life. Okay, hold on.
Interesting.
Breaks. That's where he's at. This is why Orchid's dangerous. Maximizing damage within combos. Her damage under does so much. It's pretty ridiculous. So like you see all of this life. Stand block. That's what happens. Stand block.
Oh, here he goes.
And
He's
gets
Slide
locked
from
out.
downtown.
And then shadow.
that money.
And then damage
Burning
ender.
his money up.
He was like right here, right? Look at that. That's 61 1 bar damage combo. Guess breaking against Orchid isn't smart because of things like that. Because that right there makes and breaks games. Right?
About to kill him. About
Smart
to
jump.
kill him. Oh.
A little
Look
bit
like-
too
oh,
far
okay.
away to be able to confirm into that. But look how much of a life lead he has because he didn't try to counter break that shadow flick flag that could have lost him that a long time ago. Now he's got all this momentum because he has a full life bar he has to come back from, and he's almost in danger. One hit's going to put him in danger.
Came down like a tiger
Drops
too.
down.
So
Wait,
any
drop.
opener
Kills him. Now
into
he'll
ultra,
fight around,
pretty
ladies
much.
and gentlemen.
And she's just sitting on her. That's just
Oh.
vulgar.
I like the jabs.
Oh,
Trying to be that
drops
stuff.
center.
Boom.
Into a dang-
There.
See, you didn't have to throw in those lights. You didn't. You didn't have to give him a chance.
There it is. It's one for
titties
Leo.
shook.
These are all just
Look
things
at
to
that.
try to
I didn't
like
know them titties shake like
maximize
that.
abilities. That's all it is.
All right, that's one for Leo, man. He's got 2 more he needs to go through. Turn her up to
She kind of looked like a badger.
Okay. So as we started,
She looks like
he jumps. Leo Man jumps. But because Tyler doesn't jump, he goes for the cross up, which doesn't land. But he gets hits off of it after.
from Mad Matt's world.
Oh, damage, damage.
Good lockout. Look at that. Just a lockout late in a combo with no meter, 33%. He only has to do that 2 more times and a life bar's gone, right?
Better
Essentially.
change
30.
start this time.
Using the Granada. Ah, what's about to happen?
See, Leo Man, if you watch this, go to the lab, find out what you can confirm. Do like set record Sadira doing that move, and then just hold like down back, right? For like as soon as it hits, just hold down back to block and let that sit for a little while and stop the recording, play it back, and you figure out how you confirm off of this because this is eating you alive.
Oh, block the low. Oh, no confirm on the punish though. He didn't go in the
Gets the
combo.
Lights.
retro.
Got the hit. Oh,
Good
broke
break.
it.
Broken again.
It's time. Oh,
Okay.
went for the
See,
tiger.
good, good
uh,
punishment
uh,
on the landing.
punish.
I like that.
Oh, cashing
There's
out.
the knee.
Another 30.
Good block.
Oh.
Shadow. Ooh.
Oh.
Miscounted. That was a great idea. I love that idea. Just one hit off. That's
Oh,
all
and
it
hit
was.
too early.
shenanigans happened.
One hit too early, my guy.
The gods didn't know.
Good job
Can't
recognizing
count
the
to
heavies.
4, it looks like.
Sometimes. Oh, he got a little bit.
Oh, gets
Gets
punished
the
for
low
that.
Rekka. Always mediums.
Oh.
He's always throwing mediums.
Again, Tyler has better fundamentals than me for sure, but
It looks like.
Sometimes. Oh, he got a little bit.
so much.
Gets the
Great.
low Rekka. Always medium.
Jumps in from way over here,
So he's
right?
al-
I have to keep doing that. I keep clicking too much. Anyway, jumps in from way over here. He's got all this time. He's got all this time to just do a recluse. But instead, he holds it and he blocks. He can punish him for jumping in. Make him not want to jump, right?
Throwing mediums.
Anyway,
Put it. Oh.
I like the idea of not making it super punishable, right? By stopping and not doing the 3rd hit. But let's look at this. Orchid, Nissan. 2nd hit. Light, -5. Mediums, -6. Heavy is -7. Once you've done the 2nd hit of Rekka, you're pretty much committed to being punished if they block it. So, from that point, you honestly either need to go for what you think is going to be the correct mix-up, or just go for the heavy one and try and charge it. Try and charge it for a second, right? Just start to charge it so they think they can punish you, and then hit them. Just like barely charge it, just to try and catch them pressing a button to punish you.
No. Oh.
Good
Got him.
hit there.
Oh, know how that happened.
Tyler staying alive here.
Patience time. Oh, confirmed
jump in.
jump in.
There we go. Ooh, the teabag.
No respect.
He's
no
banned.
respect on
Banned from World Cup. Footsies.
Oh,
like that.
punish.
There you go.
Killing him.
Okay.
Probably
We
could
on
have gotten a
final
little bit
round.
meter off of
Both
that.
got instinct. This is about to get crazy.
They really need to pop that. There it
Oh,
is.
Leo, man. Come on. Come on.
Off of
Both
that,
got
What is this?
instinct. This is about to get crazy.
They really need to.
Answer me this. If you were Jago, or if you were watching this match, and it was a Jago versus Sadir, and he pops instinct right here, what's he going to do? He's going to DP, right? What should you have done? Should have DP'd. Should have done heavy DP, in-ball and startup frames, beats him out of the air. And the heavy one's going to do the most damage. Just get him out, right? Hell, you have meter. You could have shadow DP'd into a grab, into something. Into an air throw, into something, right? So anyway.
Pop that. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh,
Oh, they
what
made
a
it
smart
safe. That was
choice.
crazy.
And that was really smart.
Teabag.
No
By Tyler.
respect.
He's
no
banned.
respect on
Banned
Because
from World
doing-
Cup.
Shadow
footsies.
Widow's fight.
Oh, punish.
There you go.
Left
Killing
helm.
him.
Probably
We
could
on
have gotten a
final
little bit
round.
meter off of
Both
The
that.
fire
got
cat
instinct.
hitbox.
This is
Watch.
about to get crazy.
They really need to pop that. There it
Oh,
is.
there it
Shadow,
is.
just to go over
Oh,
it.
they
What
made
a
it
smart
safe.
Actually, I don't
That
even
was
think it went over. I
crazy.
think
That
it
was
just
such a
outright
save.
destroyed it.
Oh, punish.
Ooh, bad deep.
What was that?
They really need to pop that. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh,
Oh, they
what
made
a
it
smart
safe. That was
choice.
crazy. That was such a save.
Okay, that wasn't. I thought that was opener ender, but it wasn't. If he would have landed that jump in attacks are always openers. So that would have been opener ender. But he caught him with a normal,
Oh,
straight
punish.
into DP. Why he did that, I think it was a missed input, personally. But anyway, here we go.
Bad DP there.
Let's get back into a good neutral jump, trying to bait out an
nice
anti-air
grab.
to get hit by the
Oh.
fire cat.
Oh, Tiger 2.
Good punish on the landing.
Cartwheels.
Okay. Now, while I did say earlier that counter breaking flick flack was a smart idea, at this point you should have, because I'm pretty sure every time you've thrown out shadow flick flack, he's broken it every single time. It's like, and he's not even mixing up his breaks. He's just 1, 2, 3. He's just knocking it out as fast as he can to get back into the fight.
Oh,
It's
burned his
broken.
money. Burned his money. Oh,
Ooh, catches him again with.
money. Oh,
Ooh,
The combo. I'm just trying to check everybody, see if that's opener ender or not. So he does. Let's just hold on.
burned
Jump attack. Crouching. Okay, so that's your first breakable move right there. Into ender. So that's smart, right? Because you jump in, that's an opener, and then he just linked it with, I think that's crouch medium, right? Links it with a crouch medium, so technically that's a manual. And then straight into ender. Now, you're not going to get a whole lot of damage off of that.
catches him.
Let's see how much damage. %. Okay. It's whatever. It's a little bit of damage, but you really could have. I don't know. If you had a lot of white life, I would really understand it. But I think he was just. I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. But I like the fact that he did throw in a manual, made that not opener
Again
ender.
with the far
burning money.
button.
Oh, air
Okay.
throw.
Good air throw.
Combo.
And
Burning
then,
his money.
oh, he timed. See, but that's the thing. What he immediately tried to do, break it. He just mistimed it. But he immediately tried to break it every single time.
Misses the timer.
Is he going cash out? Cashing out.
Cash out for flip over. Gets the grenade.
It's happening.
I think if you would have done a shallower jump to land in front instead of cross up, it would have been good because then you can follow it with pressure to try and push him back towards the grenade, right? Try and really lock him down.
Pops
Oh,
instinct
he
in the air.
canceled, made himself safe.
Puts him in the web.
Oh, punished.
That was a little late on the punish, but
Oh, there it is.
good
Good.
hit
This is
confirmed.
well
Punish.
needed for Tyler right now. He needs this. This
Ooh,
puts
this
him
should
back.
be a lot of
It's gonna be
damage.
neck and neck. Oh,
Oh man, that hurts. That hurts so bad. Cause he waited it out. You know he waited it out.
that is straight up. He said, "I'm taking the ball game.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
he's
taking
still
the
got
ball
life.
game." But he's still
And then a little late on the punish on that. I think he was just using too slow of a button right there. Could have done something a little bit faster since how close you are. You don't need to try and reach. Like, you don't have to worry about range. You just have to worry about hitting. And especially when you're already in danger, they're that low on life. Just jab, crouch jab even. Just something to try and hit into. Look at this. He could have done crouch jab into shadow fire cat. Completely unbreakable. And that... I don't 100% know, because I don't know damages like that, but I'm pretty sure that would have put him in danger, and then he could have just immediately gone into ultra. That would have been the game right there. That would have tied up the whole set.
he didn't end it.
But oh, that's interesting. I did not know that you could shadow cancel that. So he does that, tries to throw everything at him,
Blow
that's
again.
time.
and then
That's
gets
it.
punished. So
Leo man, dinosaur. He is a dad.
What up?
We'll have to go.
That felt real good to win earlier.
That happened.
so anyway, I mean, I'm just trying to point out things that everyone can improve on. I mean, I think pretty much everyone played pretty well. Like, I'm not trying to say anybody was doing anything bad, but this is obviously just trying to help everyone, you know, kind of get to that level or see things that they can work on.
Shenanigans happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
a game. Oh, they gaming, yeah. We're
So,
here to do that.
as we go into this,
Oh! Alright. The battle of
Okay,
the
knockdown.
prehistoric beings.
okay, good walk
Leo
belows.
Man playing. Oh, that ain't Leo Man. Who is that?
That's Limey.
Oh,
So now
Lively
that
playing
there's
Rock.
a wall there, I'm trying to make sure I don't leave myself too open.
Man
Right.
and
So he chunks up,
oh, this is bad.
You know,
Another
Rocks
wall.
and-
So I know what he's
Japan,
going for.
Rockman is
and then when he tries to chunk up, I try to punish, because that's technically a grounded heavy. That's gonna ignore his armor, right?
Mega Man.
So boom, and then he locks out on heavies,
In Japan, they
Knockdown.
call Mega Man Rockman.
flame carpet,
Oh yeah.
and then because he tries to not respect the flame carpet because he has armor, the flame carpet has multiple hits, which is why Riptor does so good in this matchup, is because a lot of her attacks are multi-hitting, so it'll eat up the armor super fast, right? So flame carpet eats the hit of armor and then keeps hitting, and then allows me to
Yeah.
combo.
Oh, he ain't got
And
no
a good
rocks
break.
though. Where you rocks at, boy?
And
Where
then-
you rocks
Shenanigans
at?
happen.
Lands on the flame carpet, and I have enough time to run in and confirm.
He
Right.
got in. And he's
Rocks
getting it.
don't
He's
even
getting it.
taste good. Why
He
is this
is getting
dinosaur on him like that?
He pulled out that.
what-
He had a toothpick in
Okay.
his
That
hand.
whoop ass stick. Ooh,
Oh.
ooh, that's real.
Good. The
Let's
walls
go.
were already gone because of how many knockdowns I did, right?
He said, "Get away from me. Let me get my rocks."
Okay,
Come
good
on.
overhead, right? I forgot how long that reaches, and that was an overhead. So first one hits me, second one I block.
I hit him
Whack! Whack!
Boom,
with.
block.
He's
Or-
slapping him with
No,
a,
not block, but
a gigantic beef
I'll
jerky.
take
He'll
that
take
trade
these
too.
trades all day long.
I can't believe like
because I have such a life lead.
it's
Oh, he blocks
And
low.
see,
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not mixing up out of predator stance. I'm not. Every time I've done shoulder, ugh. Every time I've done shoulder charge and he's blocked and put me in predator stance, I've done heavy kick. I've done low every single time.
jerky, air beef jerky. That looked like the Slim Jim stick.
I just want to know if Mark's going to take this costume
Oh,
out halfway through the
rocks.
set.
Oh,
Okay, get the
dinosaurs.
set.
Oh
Eat
no!
the
So-
rock.
I had messed up right there. I wanted to run, but I didn't buffer my dash right. so that didn't let me punish that, so I have to hold this.
It's one.
Right.
Rocks.
1 rock, 2 rock,
4 rocks.
3 rocks more. Woo!
Okay, good hit.
Let's go.
So many rocks.
See, this
God,
whole
he thought
time,
it was
He's
golf
just-
like-
All of these jumping hits, the entire time, I could have Clever Girled. And I even have meter. I have 2 bars of meter. I can shadow Clever Girl. But even just without meter, that's upper body invulnerable. That would have beat out all of this. But because my anti-air is like so poor in my head, like I don't think about my anti-airs. So I get bullied. And I let it happen.
He's just bullying him
really
with
do.
these big old normals.
And then I try catching landing, but I mistimed it.
Oh! He put him in the
And I
wall.
knew he was
Hey,
going
man.
for that. But I didn't take account to the armor, so my punishment was wrong. Right? So
Flick.
what I get? I
Straight
get
up
thrown.
said, no, sir. I
Cost me
got
the life
that.
bar because I didn't pay attention to armor chunks.
What is Limey doing playing this?
I don't know. He put
Okay.
himself in the wall. I don't know about that.
For whatever reason lately, that's been a really bad habit of mine. Somehow it's gotten into my muscle memory to Talon Rake, and after it's blocked, I press light kick. And so it does a light tail flip. And 99% of the time, I'm not close enough for that to land, even on block. So it completely whiffs, and then I get punished for it. And I don't know why I've been doing that lately. That's something I need to work on. But I accidentally do it. I'm like, I have instinct. I'm going to instinct cancel
It's
that,
the
right?
wall.
That should have been
Into
punished. Oh,
Shadow
that's
Clever
good.
Girl.
Oh!
But he's smart. He blocks it.
He put
blocked.
himself
Alright.
in the wall for
Good
a
grab.
reason.
Flick him.
'Cause he is the wall.
And then
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
no. I see the startup frames. I know I'm an instinct. I'm going to sweep him out of it. Even if he has armor, which he doesn't, that heavy's going to ignore the armor. So, in my mind, I'm like, no, I know if I hit him on the startup of that move, the rocks never come out. And I don't want to deal with that. So I
Too
knock
Oh.
him out.
close. He's an instinct. That
And then
tail.
again, even though he grabs me out of it because the grab range is really good for Agonis, again, shoulder charge block, heavy kick. Why? Why am I not mixing anything up?
He is made of a wall.
And then I tried to get to him.
Let's
Right,
go.
but I
Get the
can't.
rocks.
throw that
1
wall
rock.
down on you.
Two
Puts him-
rock.
Puts
Oh,
him behind me, hits me through it.
Put him in the wall and kicks
Smart
him.
decision.
Yo,
I
let's
like
go.
In the
Actually, no, yeah, he didn't have meter to shadow it. So
Yo, let's
I
go.
like that.
rebuild another wall now.
Again, I'll let him jump in. I'll let him jump in. I have Clever Girl that could have beaten all of this, right? Boom, jump in.
Flick.
Okay.
The wall.
And
put him-
then I'm not used to this matchup. I'm not gonna lie. So I didn't realize how far back that was gonna push him. If I would have known, which I do now, I could have shadow headbutt, even shadow talon rake would have reached probably, or just run forward heavy punch for the most damage, right?
him in the wall. The wall just threw
Oh,
him.
So I let him beat me out again.
Jump in, but it was blocked. Oh!
And then I don't buffer. That could have been mine, right there.
The wall put
See,
him in the wall.
that could have been mine.
The wall just threw
Oh,
him. Jump in, but
See,
it was blocked.
boom. But because I didn't buffer in a follow up, I let him off the
Oh,
hook.
He caught the wall.
And that again with that bad muscle memory, that's
On
what cost me
fire.
the entire round.
Oh, that
Wow.
wall.
Cost
That
me the
wall
game.
Limey
just
takes this
threw
first
him.
game.
So
Limey
these,
didn't know
those are
what to
things
do
that
with
I
them
can
big old
improve on.
Limey-
Is anti-airing
Limey has
better.
established.
He did a really
said,
good job of
"This is
capitalizing on
my
the fact that I
house.
wasn't anti-airing.
I am made of the
Uh,
wall.
The crowd just say, "Do."
Also, his rollout move, I don't know what it's called. Pulverize, no. Ruin, no. I think it's natural disaster. Ow. I think is what it's called. I don't know. It's either ruin or natural disaster. I don't know his moves. I apologize. I know Pulverize is like the lariat move. Anyway, I think he can A, charge it, and B, I think he can hop in the middle of it, right? And if you time it right, you can hop actually over the character, and it lands as a cross-up. So,
Do it
anyway,
again.
so we get into it.
He's just jumping in with the.
Boom. Smart decision to jump back, right? Smart decision to jump back, throw out a big normal.
These big old heavy
I like
buttons.
that.
And
But again, beginning of a game, what do we always do? Jump.
Kanan really doesn't seem to have a game plan against that.
Okay.
Just jump, heavy kick.
I didn't
jump,
have the
go back,
reactions to punish the chunk up, right?
Stick.
And again, not respecting the armor, I get beat out.
Wait it.
So, standing heavy kick. I was like, oh yes, I have standing heavy kick. Long range, standing heavy, so it ignores armor, right? And it vacuums in a little bit to help combos.
Bananas.
So, good break on the
Look at
lights. Good guess break.
Oh, the wall.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. I'm trying so hard to not leave myself open for that move.
Oh, he swung.
That's
He
like
swung
in the forefront of my mind in the entire match.
Hit him like Chuck Norris. It was straight up. He Roy Jones Jr. Oh,
Okay,
confirmed.
okay.
Into the wall.
So I'll get in.
Here we go. Will
But
Kenny.
I do damage ender. I think that was on accident. But I do damage ender, which is a soft knockdown. So it gets up fast enough for me to not keep my pressure up. I give up pressure by doing damage. Come on.
Get
Okay.
something going.
Okay, good flick.
Saying no.
Limey
Because that's going to go through the projectile of the flame.
started the last game from a little
The
behind.
reach.
And then I try
He's
to mix
got
it up
so
by
much
throwing
reach.
mediums
Yeah,
in there.
It's like
Okay, throw
Kareem
shadow for some
Abdul-Jabbar up
damage.
there.
And then he
Oh.
doesn't respect flame carpet again.
Broke. Oh, no
Yeah.
punish. But nice, nice. Keeping him in the wall.
Oop, throw him
Again,
in the corner.
grab
Oh,
me
the
out
wall has
of me
hit him
doing
in the wall.
Oh,
He's
shoulder
got the
charge
beef jerky.
into
He's
heavy kick.
ready.
I need to stop doing
Oh, the
that.
beef jerky's gone.
I wasn't mixing it up at all that night.
Boy.
It's really
Oh.
sad. Okay,
Can
see,
you-
look, the first time I throw an overhead, first time I mix it up, what happens? I get a full combo. He gets a timing lock
Doing a
out.
better job of being
I
up
get
in
all
his face
kinds
this
of
time,
damage.
not letting him just jump in. Yeah,
He's
with,
so
with
much
the big
pressure.
buttons.
44% for the fact of I actually mixed it up, right?
He's just keeping it
Oh,
on.
dang.
And then that last hit
Straight
caught
up.
him. Okay.
Oh, he's
he
Roy
wouldn't have blocked
Jones
that
Kind of
Jr.
seems like getting a little desperate to land
Tried
that
to
now.
TJ combo him.
Good range on that. And then he chunked up, and it was unsafe. I had enough time to run in and get him off of that.
Be close.
And then,
Yep.
there. Shadow clever
okay.
rolled in the
Let's
round.
go bring
All
it
right.
1-1.
Okay.
1-1. You got a save?
Yeah. Let's go update. Kenny did a much better job of being
I
in
guess we
his
go right
grill and
back
not letting
into
him
it.
back
I don't
off
see,
and
like,
with those
the
big old
startups
normal
or
The
buttons.
flash animation.
Yeah, right back into it. Okay.
The flash animation. I don't know when you got that,
So,
but I never got
air
the
to air,
compliment on it.
because what do we do in SETX? We jump at the beginning of the round. And, once again, don't mix
That's
it up.
nice. I appreciate it.
See, while that wasn't a smart decision because he had 2 hits of armor, I'm okay with that because it took away both chunks. So even if after all of this he chunks up, he only gets 1. He's only gonna have enough time to get 1, right?
Ooh, hits him with both
And then he just doesn't hit confirm it. So not only did I not have to deal with a lot of damage, he doesn't have armor anymore. So that was a good trade on my end. But if he would have been able to maximize damage off of that punishment, he would have made me not want to do that.
rocks,
Ooh,
but he didn't get anything out of
they're
it.
just
So.
not getting anything. Till now.
Doesn't get to
Canyon.
use those resources.
Hard
Momentum
knockdown.
happening. Setting up, fire on the ground. More
And then finally, I don't throw out a light tail flip.
comments,
Anyway, so
tails.
heavies. But guess what? Immediately throw out a light tail flip. Okay.
Oh, nothing
grab.
though.
I think
The
he's
wall-
He could have punished it a lot more than that just because tail flip's so negative. He could have even used his shadow that he's using now to just shadow roll into me, shadow lariat, anything to do a lot of damage.
Wall says,
okay.
I'm going to throw the wall at you.
Eat the
Oh,
rock.
confirmed.
I wasn't
Ooh,
sure
the
if I had
backwards
stopped
wall.
there or not.
And he's got the wall.
This is
Now-
our arena.
Aghanos usually likes this. Usually likes this whole, oh, I'm going to trap you in here with me and you can't get away from my big beefy normals. But Riptor does well up close. So I kind of don't agree with the fact of trapping us in there, to be completely honest.
Wall
This
has
is my
created
arena.
A wall next to the
And then-
wall.
Just confirm into damage to end the round.
Yeah,
I
right?
wanted to confirm that in. I
I
wanted
made
to take
a
that life
wall.
bar out.
I can make walls, and I will put you in
This
the
is
wall.
all the space they got. You going
Oh,
back
the
up?
wall's
No,
coming
you ain't
down.
going
Again.
back up.
I finally do an overhead, right? And it works. It lands.
Ain't-
And I mean, I could lie and say I was conditioning him by just throwing out a bunch of lows, but I wasn't. I was just bad muscle memory. I
Aghanos
was
is
just
so
doing it
smart.
Oh,
off
the wall's
of reaction instead
What's
of
gonna
like
happen?
actually thinking about what I'm doing. Just
Oh,
like that right
Flick.
there.
Oh, they don't work. That ain't real. Good
Okay.
grab. Throw them over there. Whoop. Get your stick.
Overhead.
Oh,
And with the
beef
stick.
jerky
Woo!
time.
Overhead.
Ah,
He's
that's
showing him
you
the
missed the
beef.
combo.
Also at that range, Where are we at? 10?
Oh, they don't work. That ain't real. Good grab. Put them over there. Whoop. Get
So
your
I know you're
stick.
gonna throw overhead, right? So you do,
Yep.
you do
With the stick.
overhead, standing overhead, which I block. But even if you're a little bit further back, he has a low. You can do a low and just mix it up.
Oh,
He's
that's
showing him
you
the
missed the
beat.
combo.
Punish.
Okay.
Oh.
Right there, I was going for the whole.
Yeah,
I was
with the
going
stick.
for.
Time.
Let's
that's-
He's
see.
showing him the
Missed the
beat.
combo.
Okay, I was going for Clever Girl. Into run back heavy kick. Oh. Okay, yeah, there it is. Clever Girl. He locks out. So I go run back heavy kick. And then I tried to do light tail flip, but I went up too far. Instead of doing quarter circle back, I went quarter circle back and then up back, right? But it didn't matter because that light tail flip would have blown it out. So, whatever.
Can't believe it.
Okay, so I'm gonna block.
Throwing
'Cause
rocks.
Eats the rocks.
I'm not gonna get hit by that again, right?
Punch the rock.
Okay.
He wants a third rock, but it ain't safe.
They reaching. Oh, he
Yeah,
haymakes.
he wanted it.
Roy Jones on him.
Good grab.
Okay. See, he knows my pattern with the toe taps. He knows I'm gonna do shoulder charge, toe tap, grab, right? So smart tech.
Attack. Punish.
And see, unlike last time when my shoulder charge didn't hit, I used shadow so that I knew it would reach.
Nope.
And beats out his
Oh, yeah.
armor
Oh, here we go.
and oh, that hurts. Beats out his armor and goes through for a combo. Now he's got like no life left. What I should have done is what I've been telling everybody else to do. All
He
right?
wants a third rock, but it ain't safe.
They reaching. Oh, he
Yeah,
haymakes.
he wanted it.
Roy Jones on him.
Good grab.
Attacked.
Boom. Shoulder
Punish.
charge.
Nope.
And then what do? I throw in a linker. I throw in an auto double. Bruh, just pop instinct, confirm the kill. Right? But I throw in a heavy, and then I counter break it just a hair too late. I had the read. I knew he was going to try to break it, but I just did it too slow. Right? And that's where guest breaking can work, because I didn't counter break in time. I knew when I was doing the move, I'm like, I'm going to counter break this, right? And he still tried to guest break before my counter breaker came out. So whenever people are good at breaking you and you think you have a read, or you just want to try to guest break and not get counter broken, guest breaking can work. Like, guest breaking has applications.
Here we go.
Oh, he
dropped.
wanted the swag.
Oh,
That boy got no
that-
respect.
That was enough. Ain't no respect on it.
Oh, you gonna do the
You
ultra.
didn't do no.
That clear plastic, and I bet you it's fogging up.
Get it?
Okay.
No, I don't think he's gonna get ultimate.
So he goes
but I
back
don't
to
think that
his-
his Maya is really one.
His
he's
more
played
comfortable
like
pick of mine,
Yeah.
4 or
He said
5
he has-
different
because he
characters
spent a
in
lot
this
more
rhythm.
time
He
with
hasn't
Maya than
played
anyone,
really,
any other character.
And he had.
lately like he would
Yeah.
like to.
I
If
would
it would
assume at this
load.
point it's not as warmed up as it needs to be.
I might
Okay.
start playing on my button box on this game.
Immediate down rake, light tail flip. Even if I would have done a heavy tail flip, it would have been better just to like attempt a cross up. But for whatever reason, I need to break that habit out of my fingers. So beginning of the round, he throws a dagger, gets a pip, right?
Oh,
So good
You
decision
can do it though.
punish.
since we had space.
Punish that flip.
I would love if Limey won.
Getting that damage.
I don't want to fight King
Oh.
in the
Good
grand
ender.
finals.
And then he tries to fake me out, but I end up grabbing him out of his landing, right? So grab.
Oh,
now I
threw
have
him
pressure.
down. Said, you ain't no
Again, didn't mix it up, but it worked this time.
wall now.
Break.
That Trump.
I will say that that's a habit of mine. Whenever I do light, where are we at, 34? Whenever I
You ain't no
do
wall now.
light punch, which is these 3 bites,
That Trump.
right? That pushes back. If it lands, like you can block them high or low. You don't have to block low. He blocked low, but that's fine. if this lands, because he's walking low to avoid the heavy kick. Anyway, if this lands, it's going to wall splat, right? But on block, it's even. It's completely even on block, but it creates a lot of space. And what I always do, I'm not even going to lie to you, I'm going to tell you right now what I always do after that move, sweep. Every time. Do it every time. You know what? Because I don't get punished for it, and it works. Because people don't, I guess they don't know the frame data or don't realize how close to even it is. That's even. And I just beat you out with a sweep. That's all it is. Because it seems punishable, I guess. And so they're like, oh, well, I blocked this, I'm going to punish it. Well, no. Even. Anyway. So, beat out his DP.
In the corner. I'm going to show you what a wall is, he said.
Boom.
And I'm going to set it on fire.
Who knew that dinosaurs were
taps,
libertarians?
breaks the grab. Good recognition of my pattern.
He set him on fire.
Okay. Let's just go back a smidge, right?
Here.
So that he knows.
In the corner.
So I can see
I'm
how
going to show you what a wall
happens.
is, he said. And I'm going to set it on fire.
Who knew that dinosaurs were libertarians?
What's the jump? See? Good. Because I don't know why, but that is one of my habits. Oh, we have space. There's a break. Sweep, right? That's like just one of my go-to tools. Jumps, beats it out, comes down, hits me. And then goes heavies, and then I don't react to the fact that he was counter breaking. Hits me.
Right
Okay?
there.
Good stuff.
He said, I ain't having
Maximize damage with shadows, heavies.
I read you. I know you. I know you.
Hard knockdown.
That boy got red.
Right?
R-E-D.
That wasn't a bad idea, but her anti-airing is so iffy that it moves, because it moves me forward, it completely missed that. But at least I didn't get beat out, right?
Ooh,
Did waste a bar meter though, but
okay.
It's okay.
Limey's sitting in a good spot here.
Confirms full screen.
He's gonna break it.
No. Picking him up. Pick him up.
So I'm already back up against the wall, right here.
E.D.
Let's see.
Ooh, waste that meter. Okay. Limey's sitting in a good spot here.
Confirms
So,
full screen.
He's
I'm
gonna break
already
it.
back up against the wall. So I know when I run back, I'm not really going to go anywhere. So I can basically anti-air right where I was standing. So I anti-air with run back heavy kick. Now, there's plenty of juggles and things I need to work on that I could have, I don't know if I could have confirmed the whole life bar, but I could have definitely done a lot of damage. But instead, I'll let the landing happen. I meet you with flame carpet, and I try and do my Oki
He's
pressure.
afraid to hit a bigger button and finish it out.
In the corner.
And for whatever reason, he didn't tech it that time. I don't know why. I've done the same pattern, and he didn't tech it.
Good grab.
It's bad.
He's gonna jump.
Fire!
And then, unfortunately, he neutral jumps. If he would have forward jumped, he would have avoided the fire altogether. Good break.
All right.
Woo!
Again, beat out a jump.
There it is. Set him on fire.
And then tries to press the button on wake up, but flame carpet
Somebody get him
is
some
active
water.
just in time.
Get that man some water.
And then I catch him. I think I had the read that he was going to maybe try and do like a jumping normal, or maybe even a mantis. So I just wanted to try and... Oh no, that's what it was. Because look how little life I have. I'm like, as soon as the round starts, he's going to press a button. He wants to get rid of that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do my invulnerable move. I'm going to do my reversal, right?
Anti-air
He's
grab.
had way too much.
Oh, there we go.
And then I mistimed the meaty. Get punished.
Okay, even it up.
Good stuff.
All right.
But I have a
Round
little
three,
bit of a life
They're
lead.
battling
Right.
for blood.
You ain't got no
I'm okay
pips
with
though. Got one
Whoever
pip.
got the most
Two pip.
blood in the end wins. Boy.
3 pips.
So now he has the
Oh.
unblockable.
There. He's trying to get it.
He wants
He's
to get that
almost
fourth
there.
pip
I
for
know
the
he's almost
unblockable. There we go.
And I was fine with taking that at full screen.
Good break. It's anybody's game.
It really is.
Again, run back heavy kick in the
now
corner.
here's the momentum.
Okay.
Punish.
Blocked the DP, which means full punish, right?
Well, there
So
we go.
here we go. Right?
Good break. It's anybody's game.
Run
really
back heavy
is.
kick. And then
flip
flame
tail.
carpet, move
Now
forward,
here's
and
the
then
momentum.
back. Just right there the last second, hold back, because I think he's going to try and press a button, right? I think I have his pressure. So he does shadow DP, which I blocked, so he can't follow it up. Oh, is that really what I did? I'm mad at myself for that. I confirmed into headbutt, right? what I should have confirmed into. Because look at that damage. You see that? That's not a lot of damage. It's like right here. It's like that. Yeah, it's about like that. What I could do, what I need to start doing, is punish like the landing of a DP or something big like that with her heavy punch target combos. Because she has like the 3 flame attack heavy punch target combo, and that's completely unbreakable at the beginning of a combo. So if you land, I get 3 free heavy hits, and then an opener. Or I mean, the last one counts as an opener, and then I go into like a linker or auto double, right? So that would have maximized damage, and it probably would have brought, instead from like here to there, it probably would have brought from here to right about there maybe, before it's even breakable.
Oh, punish.
It's all about
Punish.
maximizing
Ooh.
what you have. And I know he recognizes heavy punches. I know he recognizes it, so I go for the counter breaker, and luckily it pays off for me.
Fire.
This is gonna
More
hurt.
fire.
Hey, he's
and
gonna
more
instant
fire.
cancel.
Throwing a shadow for some
no, he wants to
damage.
keep it.
Flame carpet.
Oh, more fire.
I don't know what
Oh,
he's
he's
trying to do
trying
there.
to be cheeky over there.
He
I
tried.
see
Try to
you.
be cheeky.
You gotta put that up, make him
I
block.
said, you know what, you can have the pips. That's what I said.
Oh,
And then I,
shenanigans.
because
You
I
wanted
was
one more pip?
You wanted to
confident
make him
that that
block
was
and
going to
then pop the
happen,
instinct. All right, well,
I'll let
that's
him
going
have
for
the pips
3-1.
instead of
It's
getting
my
the
turn
combo.
again.
That's
Grand finals.
that's New York City, boys. Y'all, if y'all see this Empire State Building right there on the left, there it is, boys. Oh, for real?
Okay, so last set.
Do people win suits?
No, I said rent.
Oh,
Let's see.
gotta rent
I
it.
mean, somehow.
Yeah, no, this is a.
Maybe at a suit convention you win
I think
suits.
this is the one I got at Men's Warehouse, but I would like to make a note: do not shop at Men's Warehouse. Way over expensive. Way over expensive.
Yeah, very. The
Don't
suits
do
are like
that.
$800 here.
Yeah.
Why not? You'd be better off going to like DH Gate.
Interest rock,
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
If you know what that is.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's like a
Oh,
Need to
we got
update.
this
stuff in
version.
bulk. All right, here we go. We fight.
So, I wish I would have heavy kicked, but I thought he was going to do something different. So I tried to run back heavy punch, cover the downward angle instead of the upward angle. Get hit for it.
Fighting. It's happening.
Good catch. My run back with the medium widow's bite.
Does
I
not
like that.
say- Yeah, there we go. We're fighting. All right. Ah, grabs him
grab.
in the corner, getting some damage.
And I guess
Oh.
break.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh.
Good
baby,
punish. I should
that's-
have canceled that
He
into
said, "I'ma take
something,
some more
but I didn't.
damage."
Guess break.
Got him out of that. Knocked him out of that air.
You know,
Tyler on
Tyler,
the ground this
Tyler-
time.
Again, the light tail flip.
Tyler is showing a clear understanding
Tyler-
of his frames right
Tyler
here.
is a very
Okay,
understanding
there you go.
of where his
Sweet.
hitboxes
Into-
are.
Good walk back.
Very true about that. He be confirming with them low mids.
I like that.
Back in
low forward
neutral.
That low forward, he confirms with it so much.
Again, that's like what, the 15th time I've done that between those two sets.
Punish the flip.
Oh,
Okay.
Ah,
good punish.
look at
Ooh,
that. Canyon's on
baby.
the. Canyon's,
and timeout.
Canyon's about to have himself an uphill battle.
Do,
It's about to happen right now. All the ooze is about to be drained from the
Hot.
dinosaur.
Diggity darn.
And
oh, and
all
the
that-
T-back.
all the
Oh,
dinosaur
the
got now is blood.
disrespect.
Nothing but blood left.
just saying, right here. Where are we at?
Diggity darn.
And
Oh, and
all
the
that-
T-back.
all the
Oh,
dinosaur
the
got now is
disrespect.
1, 2. Nah. Let's go back. I jump in, heavy punch right. 1, 2, shadow counter. Right? 3. Shadow counter would have led into a full combo right there. You had the meter for it.
My blood left. He's blocked it all. Will he punish? Oh, no
Smart
punish.
blocks.
No.
Oh,
And that's
my
it.
lord.
I miscounted.
Oh, my
He wasted.
lord.
They're just burning
Good play.
money. Like it
Okay.
ain't nothing. Like they just got it. Like we ain't
See? That's my pattern. Shoulder charge, toe taps, grab.
college students and making pennies.
And see what happens right there. Sorry. Okay. So-
Money. Like it ain't nothing. Like they just got it.
So sweep and then
Oh,
toe taps, grab.
like we ain't.
And I want to do it
We ain't
again,
college
right? So I do
students.
shoulder charge, and then I go to do toe taps because I have to like pretty much press it immediately to beat out other things. So I press it, and it just a light auto double, which he breaks. So that's smart.
Making pennies for a change. Goodness gracious. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh,
Good whip
confirmed.
clean.
Straight up.
Good break.
No, sir, I'm going to break that. I got spiders. Oh,
Oh.
the shadows.
Catching the clever girl,
There's the power of the shadows.
and then
Oh.
flip out
Oh,
to a
trips.
reset.
Trips him. Take that last bar. Come on. There it is. About to take it.
Oh my god.
I was getting so mad at myself for doing like toe flip. I
Oh,
didn't
and
even
I
do a
could
follow
come-
up that
oh,
time.
and he
That was
gets
a
a
good
He's
try.
going
lockout.
to get about
Oh,
probably about
shit.
20%.
This is
Ah,
not
oh,
looking good
34.
for
Okay, here we
Riptor.
go.
Yeah,
Ah.
invulnerable.
Oh, took the,
I reacted
took
to
all
the
that
freeze
ooze
frame of
now.
his shadow move.
He's saying we're going to go to the final round for real. I ain't going out like that.
oh baby.
He dropped it. Oh,
Oh, okay. Never mind.
cancel the
Oh,
make
it
it
gets
safe.
the
and
mix
he
up
gets,
though.
he got a mix. Oh,
And then beats out my
and
move.
It's over.
another one.
So there you go.
Burning money and for the round. And that's
That's game one,
W.
Tyler.
Maybe
That's
if I
the
would've
underdog
done-
win.
Tyler throwing it. Tyler saying I
Shadow
might be the
headbutt.
best.
No,
Yeah,
shadow
man.
shoulder
I might
charge.
be the best.
It would have beat out that first shot armor and then hit, but
Tyler put
doesn't
the work
matter.
in.
It is what it
See,
is.
I really think,
Okay.
I mean, after playing casuals
So
with
trying
Canyon
to-
earlier tonight,
boom.
like,
See, I was even late on my punishment there, right? And then I get punished for it.
I think Canyon's not on like he usually
Okay,
has.
so I recognize heavies,
That's how I feel because we
and
were,
then she lands right into the flame carpet.
Might be
doing
the
all right.
dinosaur suit,
I
man.
feel like he ain't on like he usually has been.
Doesn't block
But he's
that.
setting the ground on fire. He's trying to get
And
something.
then I was like, nah, I'm gonna cross up. I finally remembered, hey, I need to press a different button. So I crossed up, and it worked, right?
Going. Oh, he got something going. Did a flip, crossed him up. Oh, but ain't happening now. Oh, punishing the tiger tooth, setting him on fire. Punish that shadow.
Beat out web clean by doing an attack that got me a little bit off the ground, right?
Oh.
Good job,
Ooh,
punish.
Oh.
Oh,
that was
and it
magic.
didn't
I didn't
come
think
out
that was
right
gonna
enough.
work, so I didn't even
Oh.
try to
Oh,
confirm
nice.
off of it. So that was
He said, I'm gonna throw
something
ya.
I should have done.
Trip.
Good sweep.
Getting a lot of work out of that low.
Yeah, that was a pure punish right there.
And
Oh,
a
counter
late
Taking
counterbreaker
that
catch.
bar. Canyon is saying I'm answering back. I'm answering back. I'm taking all your ooze. I'm making nothing but blood ready for you. You guys said I got fire.
And so I'm
Better
just
bring the water.
using
That witchcraft.
mortars and flame carpet to
hangover.
control space, but get some with a good grab.
Shadows. Shadows. Punish the shadow. He didn't confirm. But he woke up with
Okay.
his own shadow right there on the night.
Oh, I had that read again. Guest breaking can work. Right?
It didn't confirm. Didn't keep it going. The patience game is happening. What?
Oh,
Okay.
got the
Again,
grab at the
same
end.
pattern.
Oh.
And he finally techs it.
Oh, a nice block. Oh, got the
Oh,
low,
goes in
but
for
it
the
didn't
low, but doesn't
confirm.
convert. Yeah.
The same. He's like, I'm just gonna do it to you. I'm gonna do it to
Yeah, I
you
was just
again.
gonna do that until he
Until you
blocked it.
block it, he said.
It's safe.
And that's that. The dinosaur.
And then I threw out an ultimate just to
making
kind
a
of give
comeback.
myself some breathing room and to, you know,
Ooh,
Oh,
boom.
kind of
Look at
rub
that.
it in a little bit, right?
We even up. We think Tyler should be doing differently.
So again, run. So that's what I should have done the first game. Run back heavy kick. Cover that air distance because he's jumping in. Flame carpet on wake up. Good space control with the widow's bites.
oh no.
I like
That's
that
the wrong
jump.
frame.
That jump was really nice.
It's too,
Oh,
just leave it
dude.
alone. Just leave it alone.
Nah, I
we
got
know
it.
what's happening.
Okay.
No, I got it.
So that's something I kind of picked up a little bit. Is that if I
Leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
Nah, I
we
got
know
it.
what's happening.
if I knock down, okay, I can do on a hard knockdown like that. I can do flame carpet,
No.
and then I can jump over. And before you get up for the first active frame, I'll be across you. See how close that is to not being a cross up, but that's a cross up, right? So then I'll land.
Got it. I
And then
use this
combo.
software all the
Well,
time.
drop my combo.
All right.
There you go. You got it. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Tried
All
to
right.
I tried to bait out a move. That's what I was doing there. Where are we at? 12. So instead of laying down flame carpet like I normally do or anything like that, I was like, I was gonna move forward. I was gonna move back, and then immediately move forward, just to try to beat out, like, oh, he's gonna back up. I'm gonna be able to do something, like make them think they can breathe, and then catch them with a move, right? But he blocked it.
Here
That
we
was
go.
good.
All right, in the corner.
And again,
it.
even if that,
Saying,
even
"I'ma
if the
take
toe
more
tap's hit,
health."
you can
This is
tech that grab.
dominating round. We're sorry,
Right?
commentating was lacking at the point. He tiger
Good
toothed him.
move.
He's gonna make his comeback. Got him on half of the bar. Oh, another
Okay,
punish.
good shadow.
Heavies.
Oh, broke. Oh.
See, I
confirmed.
should have capitalized as soon as he
Said,
landed
"I'ma
right
get
there.
it. About to even it up if he do it one more time.
Good low.
There we
I
go.
like that.
I broke it again. But that's.
And
oh.
I barely mistimed that to not catch him on the landing frames. I wanted that so bad.
Looking, it had potential. He's got the fire. Boys coming in.
And see, I should have punished that. Blade Demon, that should have been punished.
Oh, confirmed.
And because I didn't,
Oh, is he gonna get a
lost
lockout?
life for
He
it.
took
Oh,
the
is
ball.
that he's gonna
He
take
took
it
the
all?
ball. He took the ball. We
Didn't.
even, boys.
Oh.
1-1. Even on life. Round 3. Here we go. Fire.
All right. Looks
Fire.
like we're going
Oh,
even.
don't
This is
come
close.
in.
and see, this is super smart in this situation because I'm doing the tail slap, which is a low, and this is gonna crush that.
I got fire.
So that was
And the
oh,
punish.
he caught
It
him
looked like it
swinging.
beat it out right before it even landed anyway, but still, even if it would have, like, even if the hitbox would have been right here, it wouldn't have hit, right?
Caught
And he
him
gets the
swinging.
reset.
Oh, broke.
So always, when I do jumping heavy punches in air to air and it lands, I know I can land in time to lay a flame carpet.
Oh, the fire.
So,
oh,
okay,
broke.
breaks early.
More fire. What is happening?
And caught him. It looks like I caught him pressing a button right there.
More fire.
Looks like he landed, and then I do shadow headbutt. Oh yeah, he's doing a blade demon right there. So
What is happening?
I get the
Oh,
punish,
my.
and I think it's gonna count as a counter hit too.
More fire.
Let's see.
What is
Yeah, counter hit. So I get extra damage on my already really good opener. Let's see. So his life's right here, right? Got a little bit of white life, but his life's right here. Counter hit, first hit of a shadow move. That's a good chunk. And then we keep going. Just 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, 5 hits. You see how much damage that is? That's unbreakable. Can't do anything about that yet. Right? So that's a guaranteed 10, 12, maybe even 15%. Right?
Oh my.
Got
And then I
locked
do
out.
lights and it
The
locks
damage is a
out
big
on
combo.
medium.
And
The
Linker.
damage. It
That's
happened.
spooky.
Oh,
Okay.
he's gonna do it
Low,
again, saying, "I
overhead.
know these tricks."
Flame carpet.
Overhead, low, overhead,
Lock.
low.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't
Well, I
count
don't
Can he
even
take
know
it
what
back?
just
Can he take it
happened.
back? Can he even? Can he even?
Oh,
Then you
is
go
he
back to
gonna-
Sesame Street. I forgot how to
He ain't
count.
got nothing. He's
Okay.
do or
Oh,
die,
the
and it's
fucking-
danger zone.
Ah,
Oh, and a confirm.
you know what that was? I'll tell you exactly what that was. Watch this. So we're going.
Got
Doing all
locked
this
out.
block and
The
block.
damage.
That's a big combo.
What was that combo anyway?
Damage. It
That's
happened.
46%.
Oh, he's gonna do it again, saying, "I know these tricks." Overhead, low, overhead,
Yeah.
low.
So anyway.
Oh my God.
He should have tried to confirm something off of that. But anyway, I guess he didn't realize it was going to work or not. So he goes
Well, I
in,
don't
Can he
even
take
know
it
what
back?
just
Can he take
and
it
I
back?
punish,
Can he-
right? Alright, no.
Can he?
Oh, is he
What is
gonna?
it?
Jeff
Break.
it up. He ain't got nothing.
Boom. Alright. I land a hit, right? I land a Talon Rake. As soon as I land, I try to do back forward triple punch, because back forward triple punch is my ultimate, or ultra, sorry. It's my ultra combo, right? Well, if you just press triple punch, it does flame orders. That's the macro for it. So what happened is I didn't properly buffer my back forward, and I dropped my combo and throw out a mortar. I was trying to end it right there, and I messed up.
It is danger time. Oh,
And then he does a good job.
Do or die.
Oh, he didn't react to that though. He didn't react to the lockout.
He went for the
And
counter
because he
break.
didn't react,
No, my
And he
loses the
was
round.
killed for it.
What
He
is
was
happening
killed
anymore?
Going for the counter break.
So
All right, Canyon up 2-1 now.
Can,
In a fair match.
you ever played Zelda Ocarina of Time? You know, in the beginning, you're in the
So
cave.
I tried to
you
end
gotta
it,
get
and I
the,
messed
you gotta
up.
get the
But
fire
it still
torch
came out my
to
way.
burn
and you
spider
put it
web.
up on the spider web. So
Good
really,
job.
What we're
catching
saying
my
is that
back run.
Canyon is linked.
basically,
I'm telling you that
what's
medium wood is
happening
by catching my back
this
run
is
really
a
well.
mismatch, ladies and gentlemen.
Kick it low.
This is a
See, I should have
mismatch.
blocked low.
Fire
There's no
burns
reason for me to
webs
block high,
and,
right?
You know, laid in stone. Here we go, though. All right.
Okay.
Oh, trip.
Sweet.
What's next?
Boom.
Oh,
Beat out
he
a move.
rammed him.
Beat out a shadow
Rammed
move
him.
at that too. That feels
No,
good
sir.
when you do that.
I'm a rammer.
Good
But he put
cross
that
up stuff.
cross-up double jump
That I
game
like.
on
I
him.
wish I would see
Tyler is
Black
answering
FGC after
back.
that more
So
too.
you're
Trying to
back
take
in the
off the
game.
bar.
And then, because of my poor anti-air, jump over it. But luckily, the recovery on the shadow's pretty good. It's, in fact, Clever Girl, Shadow Clever Girl. And, I mean, it's not great, but it's enough. Yeah, it's enough.
Oh, punish. Oh, no punish there. Oh, got
I
tripped.
saw him miss the poke, and I tried to capitalize on it. But Footsie's is more predictive than a reactive game, so...
Trip.
Grab.
Oh.
See? Recognized. He recognized the pattern. And then I used my go-to after a break.
Tech. Another
So
trip.
much.
No,
So much frame
And
advantage.
see, what I was trying to do there, as you can see, is I tried to do a headbutt, toe tap, because that was the second time that he had teched a throw after toe taps. So I tried to do headbutt, toe tap, jump to bait out the the throw tech, and then come down with the heavy punch. But good on him.
Oh, that slide
Good
and
grab.
he grabbed him out.
Oh
of
my
the
God, the counter breaker.
Heavy punch,
Oh, the
falling heavy punch
lockout.
into that. Add on some
Oh,
damage.
Who's gonna take round one?
It is.
Is it gonna be?
I
Oh,
we're
missed
neck and
the,
neck right now. Oh.
Flip out.
Oh, so
and
sneaky.
That
Sadir
was
takes
that
round
was
one.
so
Smart
wicked.
decision.
That was
Holy
wicked.
shit.
That witch pulled that wicked witch and literally.
Yeah, that's it. All right, so we go into round two with Sadira having the ever so slight shadow advantage.
Look at this. Canyon can close this out.
Can
This
Canyon
is game
do
point
it?
for Canyon.
1, 2, 3.
Game point.
And then,
Literally played
oh,
nobody.
crud. I don't even know where we were at. I think that's the end of it, so let's go here.
Burn them
Yeah,
webs.
we're about here.
Oh, good grab. And
Right.
oh, and he gets a
Yeah,
lockout.
Okay.
Burn them webs, boy.
Gets another lockout.
Is that it?
What's he gonna do
Gotta
with
pass
it?
it up.
Goodness gracious.
That's the damage.
Another. Here we go. Oh, that is nice.
Oh shit!
That was
Let's see if I go a
so
little bit further.
tech.
Light shadow advantage.
Okay. Let's just start here.
Look at this. Canyon can close this out.
Can
This is
Canyon
game
do
point
it?
for Canyon.
So 1, 2, 3,
Ga-
and then he instant cancels it, right? But I know we don't layer our mix-ups very well here, so I know, hey, he's gonna instant cancel it, and he's gonna try and hit me, right?
Game point.
So what do? Shadow counter anyway.
Oh!
Goes to-
Canyon said, I ain't going out like that. I ain't letting you pull the shenanigans. I got flips, closing out the damage early. Oh,
That was smart to set a web trap there, because I did my toe tap jump to braid out the tech.
oh, and webs. Use that fire, burn them webs.
Oh, good grab. And he gets a lockout.
Burn them webs, boy.
Good low. I like
Gets
that
another
punish.
lockout. What's he gonna do with it?
Goodness gracious.
That's the damage.
Another. Here we go. Oh, that is.
That's an overhead, just like normal tail flips, right? First hit isn't. The following 4 are. He gets caught.
It's not.
Crouch blocking.
Oh shit!
That was so good.
Is this
That was
gonna be
literally
it?
He just went with gut. Put
Good web clean. That was
went
really
with
smart.
the gut and it paid off. Here we go. It's really patient game right now.
Oh my gosh, she just.
And then
Oh, it's over.
just ran in and buffered mediums to try and catch him breaking heavies, which is I think what happened. And
He
got
just
it.
got caught.
It's over.
That's just how it
See right here.
Here we go.
This whole
It's really
thing,
patient
I'm
game
watching
right
him
now.
move
Oh my
forward and
gosh,
back,
she just.
and I caught him moving forward. That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, it's over.
Good stuff.
He just got caught.
It's over.
I
That's
hope
just
this
how it
was
happens, ladies and
Hot
gentlemen. Sometimes
diggity
you just get
damn.
caught.
enough to help somebody
And that time he got
figure
caught,
out
boys.
some things to
Canyon
work on.
wins
But
in
hey,
his dinosaur
That was a
costume.
great showing from Tyler.